winners bracket, ArtemisMyths versus BlankXai, with Snacks and Claire on commentary, and I'm just going to pass it over to them.
Thank you, Crane. Hello, everyone.
What's up?
Welcome into what is seeming to be a interesting seed, I guess.
Well, hopefully.
As long as
That's
it's
what
not
I
like,
want.
as long as it's not like a seed. I guess we can explain. This is not just your normal S6 seed. This is actually S6 plus 4 dungeons and tingle statue or tingle chests. So a little bit extra.
Yeah, so
added
yeah,
on.
one of the differences with season 6 is we have allowed runners, as long as both agree, to add up to one extra setting each. And for some reason, amongst all the ones that they could add, these two decided they wanted tingle statue chests, which has gotta be one of the worst, in my opinion. I don't like the tingle statue chests. Mainly because I don't like wind temples. Honestly, more than anything, I don't like wind temples, and I also just don't like it gets weird with bombs.
I've always hated Earth Temples because I forget it's there, and then 30 seconds later, when I'm like 2 rooms ahead, I'm like, wait a minute, I never got Tingle Statue.
But hey, you know, for anybody that was craving some of that season 3 action, if you've been missing it all this time, we got you covered. Because not only are we bringing back the Tingle statues from season 3, but also 4 dungeon race mode.
So starting off here, we're on one of the Triangle Islands.
I believe that is northern.
Is that northern?
So I think I saw the boys.
I think the boys.
Although I didn't see Cyclos, you're right. I think they're at both but the southern one. Yeah, so this is probably actually eastern Triangle. Never mind.
Not that it matters, because they're probably going to check the boys and then GTFO, but...
Yeah, because southern Triangle is the one with all the sea hats. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Because when we first started randomizing the starting island, I'm like, I want to make sure I understand when I'm at that one right away. And it's a pretty easy thing to tell. Because, yeah, those are the ones that the Salvage Corps is not at.
I just remembered as Northern has Cyclos, Southern one has all the sea hats, and then Eastern's just kind of there. It's just vibing.
Well, that does match with this one, so. One thing that is also different, as we're seeing some of the hints go by, I believe there is one extra, I think it's just one extra location hint, or like foolish, like barren hint that gets added to the pool, just as like an extra little thing. Because we are adding more checks, so I think it's just to help the seed not feel so empty everywhere.
Yeah.
So that'll be a nice difference from what we used to get in season 3.
Yeah. You children and your hints. No. Leia says some people have chat and seen Big Pig is dead.
Yeah, just unfortunate.
Also, I'm not that crushed about it, but...
Alright, yeah, I think Blank is going to go ahead and store this. So this is a pretty common opener for a lot of runners. We're going to see double storage off of Mother and Child, probably swimming over to Western to check it without needing the hammer. So I'll give you a bit of a warning in a second, but Blank's side of the screen will be flashing like crazy. We'll see if Artemis chooses to do it as well. They are getting out of the boat and pulling out the magic wand Wind Waker, so I think we are going to see that strat from both runners.
Yep.
So everybody's favorite visual treat in Wind Waker. Oh, never mind. Artemis just opened. I guess they decided maybe not. I'm not sure. But we are out of there.
Blank's having a little bit of trouble getting the second thing of storage here. Luckily, with all this, with hints and everything, you do get quite a few tries to get that.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be.
When you had to go get text every single time, it was quite annoying, but...
Yeah, not only did you have to get it every single time you failed, but also you had to cancel fast enough.
Yeah.
Because the B button advances the text. Alright, so Blank's side will be flashing. We'll let you know when it's stopped.
Yep.
If you do not want to see that.
Yep, and Artemis decided to check out Outset, which I'd say is another decently common opener.
Yeah, I imagine this is in the hope of finding something to do on Windfall before actually going to Windfall.
Yeah.
A lot of people kind of like to wait. All right, blank swim is good. Nice.
Yep.
I was
So you're
worried
safe
their
to look
speed
back.
was just a little bit low, but
Yeah.
basically, I was just worried like, as if they hit neutral at that point, their speed probably would have dropped too low to make it.
Yep.
But they were
but
fine.
Looks like we got a cabana deed and the one I am completely brain farting on. Mesa's house. Wow. That took way too long.
Mesa the grass cutter, except we don't see him grass cutting in the randomizer. I
Only-
booted up the vanilla game for the first time in like forever recently because I wanted to show something to someone. And I was on OG Outset. And I'm like, oh, there he is. He's doing it. It's happening. It's real. Quite the
Right.
moment.
It looked like that was actually really good play by Blank. Gets him a sword there.
Yeah, having a Master's Sword, like, it's one of those items that, like, sometimes you're like, you know, it's not the most exciting thing. But
Oh, I'm always like, hell yeah. At least for the first one, and then
yeah,
afterwards,
cool,
I'm
because
just
it's
kinda
it's one of those things where, like, speeding up it actually speeds up combat by a not insignificant amount.
Oh yeah.
Especially depending on where you are. Artemis with the slightly off angle on the roll clip. Yeah, I think most people are in agreement this is probably one of, if not the hardest roll clip. I guess maybe
I think the
UGL
Artemis
skip is
harder.
kind of rough. Yeah, UGL
Yeah.
skip would be the other one. But the main reason being, not only is it the one frame trick, which is, you know, not the worst. I think people get pretty down with the one frame, but you have to have the right angle.
Yeah.
Too shallow and you don't jump out like right there, and too steep and you end up hitting the door.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that either you get it first try or you have what Artemis has where you're doing it for.
Yeah, where it takes a little bit.
Yeah. Alright, so Blank's gonna be. Looks like setting up some Lenzo door cancel. Potentially.
Yeah, I'm wondering. So we didn't go up to House of Wealth, which makes me wonder if we're going to be doing some Mila while we're here too. A lot of times people will try to
Yeah.
store the door up to the House of Wealth. Because we did
That's-
sort of walk past it. So maybe checking a couple sphere zeros here, seeing if we get a Picto box, and then planning on doing some storage. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yep.
We shall see. Yeah,
Artemis
nice little diversion in the routes.
Artemis looking at Beetles, seeing that it's just a piece of heart, so.
More
Assuming-
like a piece of fart.
Got him.
Gotta.
And actually gonna be doing some DSE.
It's actually one of those things too where it's like, I never know if I should check it when I don't have the amount of money. Because like getting 20 rupees is like not that bad, but it's also just like awkward. You're like, oh crap, I need that. I guess I'm coming back.
At least Beetle for the most part's in mostly convenient spots, so
Yeah, it's not too bad.
even if I do screw up and I'm like, oh my gosh, when am I gonna get Beetle? I can just figure out 20 rupees and then go to Paw Print or something.
That's true.
So Artemis is doing the true S3 here, outset to Diamond Step.
Yeah, wait, yeah, you're so right.
See,
Although in season 3 there actually weren't any checks on outset, right? Those are all new.
Yep.
That's all island puzzle. Actually, no. Mesa's miscellaneous, I think, right?
I think technically, yeah.
I think Mesa's and I think Underlinks are both
I think those
miscellaneous.
are missed. Yeah.
Because they're not really puzzles.
Yeah. Artemis
It's
did
just
run.
under the house. I don't know.
Yeah. Artemis did run in season 3. So Artemis one of the
Yeah, they've been around for a little while.
one of the boomers, as people jokingly call us, but
I thought Jaboons is an island puzzle. I could be wrong.
it is. Because it's technically a puzzle to break in there, even though it's not really a puzzle, but
Okay, we are seeing Lenzo door cancel.
Mhm.
So a good call on that. Yeah, I think Blank is going about the method where we spend the first like 16 minutes on Windfall.
I mean that's what I just
And you're
did
like, I'm
today.
pretty
I
sure
did it
this
right.
is just a dungeon, right? This is basically
That's kind of my mindset with Windfall. I'm like,
Windfall is the 7th dungeon.
Windfall's really just like a It's the real 6th dungeon. FF's just kind of like a pseudo dungeon or mini dungeon, I guess.
But still a dungeon. Don't let anyone, particularly Crane, tell you otherwise. It has a dungeon map. It is a dungeon.
Nothing here
Ooh,
on-
is Artemis going to do a swim?
Looks like they might be.
It could. Okay, no, we're just going back to the boat, but just being close to the warp. Sometimes I wonder when people leave out that warp, there is a storage spot up there at the top that you can use.
Oh gosh, we got Crane going on.
It has a dungeon map. That's all. That literally argument over. I'm sorry. It's literally called a dungeon map.
Looks like
I don't know what else to say.
Where are you going, Artemis?
Maybe just peeking the chest, seeing what's on.
Could be, yeah.
It looks. God, I can't even tell with the fire and the bitrate. On my end, I think
go
it
closer,
looked
I
like
just
it
filled
could have
3.
been. I'm feeling like it could be spiky.
I could not tell. Also, Forbidden Fortress. Wow. Oh my god. I really just said Forbidden Fortress.
Yo,
Forsaken
let's go!
Fortress.
Forbidden Fortress, Forsaken Woods. Let's go.
Forsaken Fortress does not have a big key, but
That's just because it doesn't have a big ass locked door. At least not by a key. They improved the locking technology. They made it be hammer locked instead. The hammer is the big key. We are gonna check out and see what this is.
I forget if this was hinted. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we know it's path, but we don't know what's there. Okay.
Oh, that does make more sense. Yeah, path to Valhalla, which is like
It could just be power
could just be
bracelets.
command melody.
Yeah.
Or power, but and power bracelets would at least be decent.
Early they're not. Yeah.
Yeah, path to Earth Temple is always a little bit suspect. Always like a little bit worried about that.
I'm not gonna lie. 99% of the time, I don't even look at what it's path to. I just see its path.
Okay, I thought it. Blank, if you watch the VOD on this, the kid actually doesn't matter which side you're on.
Yeah.
No, I remember it feels faster to go on the right side, but you're actually in that cutscene for the same amount of time.
I was gonna say I don't think it really matters too much.
Yeah. It just puts Tot in the way if you go to the right side. In my opinion, I guess.
He's just over way.
Yo, Keenan with the hard call out. Could be magic, is magic. That's actually huge. That's a big pickup.
Yeah.
Bomb lock magic. So that also gives a decent amount of information about where bombs aren't. Can't be leaf locked, can't be fire ice locked. So
That's a lot of really good information there for Artemis. Oh no. Link taking a
oh yeah, that's true. That could also very well mean that there is a key on the left side for Earth Temple. Either that or something else for Earth Temple, I guess, is locked behind a leaf or fire ice check, but
Oh no, Blank.
she's got the moves. Was it Violet? I've heard people call her Violet. I don't know I assume that's right, yeah?
It's Jan.
Jan? Okay.
Or Jan, I don't know.
Jan. Get her.
I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, to be honest.
Freaking bowl cut nerd.
Wow, capital D colon.
It's freaking no. It's who's the guy from is it Coconut Head from iCarly? I think that's iCarly, right?
Yeah.
It's freaking Coconut Head.
I completely forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Okay, Artemis is cooking up something special. Today.
Artemis is choosing to check all the other everything but Windfall right now first.
And I mean, right now,
there are a lot of people that are in the go-to Angular early guide. Oh, is it Ned's declass? Like, I'll be honest, I never watched that show that much. And just somebody mentioned that character not that long ago to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, that guy. What a character. That's true. No, yeah, nothing on the Lenzo door cancel. So now it starts to beg the question: if you Lenzo door cancel and you find nothing, do you just hope and gamble that Pompey and Vera is just nothing? Ah, speaking of power bracelets, not that long ago.
Yep, there they
That's
are.
that's a nice little pickup.
Yeah, actually, I feel comfortable saying Artemis is a fair amount ahead right now. I mean,
And hide
obviously,
and
we're only.
seek. Let's see what hide and seek is.
I don't think.
I mean, it's hard to say because Artemis has been finding stuff, but it's like they're gonna end up doing what Blank is doing.
Oh yeah.
So.
No, you're not skipping hide and seek. You're not skipping Lenza door cancel.
And here's the Mila play. In before House of Wealth is picked out. Which would just be tragic.
That is one of the worst feelings on the planet.
It's
when you do Lenza door
pretty
cancel.
rough. I mean, I've done Lenzo door cancel with the hide and seek, and then Ivan's like, "Yo, I got you with the hookup, Link. Here you go. Here's my dad's camera," and you're like, "Son of a,
son of a picto.
How could you? I'm so mad.
Son of a Lenzo.
Son of a Lenzo. I don't think Ivan's Lenzo's son. Maybe.
I don't know.
I just said dad's camera because it felt appropriate.
Hey, I'm not complaining. That's okay. Blink should be fine. I was a little worried because depending on where Mila is, you actually can get caught there, and it's one of the worst feelings.
Yeah, going for some of the storage strats. Oh, interesting. Does this work? I have to assume this must work. I assume that Blank has done it in this direction before. Yeah. We stored the door first, and now we're gonna go store this cutscene.
Yep, you can store like multiple things on top of each other. I know in the 100% route for this game, this is actually what they do.
Yeah, I've never thought to do it in that order, but that probably is a smarter order. Because running around to the back of the lighthouse is, well, you know, I think Mila is less likely to catch you later in her cycle. Because yeah, if you get caught by Mila, that is a really, really rough time loss. And I think the worst part of it is it feels so avoidable because it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, also it's just a pretty big time loss. On top of everything else.
Just some tingle statue.
Nice. I'm actually surprised that's our first one that we've seen so far.
I mean, we have potential to see another one here on Artemis's side, but...
That's true. Oh, I guess we knew... Apparently, I guess Mila was actually hinted to be a statue.
Oh, was it?
That, you know, that...
We were... You guys don't know this.
Yeah, it wasn't Ankle. I think Ankle was actually hinted too as a bottle.
Ankle's a bottle, yeah.
Oh, now that's tricky.
Oh no, Artemis.
Oh. Pulling out the sword with an item in hand. We're just holding target, I'm not sure.
I'm not exactly sure what happened there, yeah.
Yeah, I just got a slash forward. I'm not seeing anything stored, so it's probably something that fits in a bag.
That or it could be a ghost ship shard, depending on...
Oh, yeah, I guess that doesn't fit in a bag, huh?
Technically not.
Yeah, it's one of our paper items.
Yeah.
It's mail, it's a chart. I don't think I saw it was a statue.
We know it's not Cabana Deed. Because Cabana Deed's on Mesa, I believe.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to peek this. I think we're a little bit too close.
Yep, gotta back it up just a bit.
Yeah, peeking that top chest actually can be kind of annoying. Oh, there's another statue. On the wind shrine. Oh no, Blank does have boomerang. I forgot we got that.
We do have a boomerang, so that does make...
That makes the boulder chest doable. That's like the biggest thing that you save for doing this.
Yeah.
So fun fact, I think I don't remember if this was changed for rando. I feel like part of my brain says it was, but I could be wrong on this. But regardless, it is definitely true in rando. Your targeting like range with the boomerang is extended by quite a bit when you're in the boat. So sometimes lining up on
I
these
think
bombs
that's-
while you're in the boat is actually a little bit easier. Oh, nice freaking targeted the sign too. Thanks, Boomerang. Love ya.
I think that's in vanilla as well, but I'm not 100%
I think
sure.
at one point I heard it was changed because of the cannons and like Boomerang being like a thing for breaking the cannons, but also
Also in vanilla, you're
you gotta do it in vanilla, yeah. I guess
boomerang
you could
also.
shoot them with bombs, but if you have bombs, let's be honest, people just do the through the
Climb
floor
up.
strat.
Yep.
And I'm gonna assume that fly around is a spiky chest because we are gonna go grab it. I didn't actually see it very well.
I would assume.
Yeah, Blank is playing as a cloud, but like a Wind Waker stylized cloud. It's honestly a really great. It's probably one of my more favorite character models that I've seen made, and I don't know why, but I feel like it's super underrepresented.
I mean,
It's honestly like a really good model.
I'm president of the Lucas fan club here, so.
Well, that's fair.
Well,
Someone's got to use the Lucas model.
if it can't be Jarhead, it'll be me.
Yeah,
Don't go back and
you
look at my stream.
you two
today.
have the monopoly on it. Not that you know.
Don't go look back at my stream today where I didn't use Lucas. I mean, what?
That's right. Yeah. Wait. What? It's okay. Jarhead's been back in the game, so you got a little bit of time to rectify.
It's called I was too lazy to set it up. Okay.
That's fair. You gotta like copy a whole file. It's a lot.
I know. Gotta press Control C and Control V. Ooh. I don't
Two
know if I can
buttons at
do
the
that.
same time. It's gonna strain
It's a lot of
the
buttons.
fingers.
I know my hands aren't that big.
And now we've got the windfall visit for Artemis. So we're gonna trade places a little bit.
That is a very.
Now they are here at night, so will they be doing Mila, or will they try to skip Mila in the hopes that they don't need a bottle? Hard to say.
I think with male being path, you have to do it because you have to assume Grandma Male could be.
But what if you get the bottle somewhere else? Could happen. Not guaranteed, but it could happen.
Then you cry yourself to sleep tonight knowing that you could have skipped.
Fair enough. Also, nice leaf on Crescent. So yeah, something else that has been different about Season 6 as opposed to previous ones. If this is your first Season 6 that you're watching, which, you know, it's the beginning of the Challenge Cup, beginning of the tournament's brackets in general, so maybe it is. Magic is now something that we randomize in Wind Waker, which is pretty cool. And one of the benefits of that is, hey, Artemis found magic pretty early, and now Blank has found Leaf, but it kind of like neither one of them has like a specific advantage because you need both to actually use it, which is kind of nice because, you know, Leaf is one of the strongest items in the game, at least in, you know, with the way that we do the randomizer. It's just really good.
No, I mean Leaf is just generally the strongest item in Wind Waker, I would say.
Yeah, so it was always like a little bit awkward if somebody just like makes some crazy, you know, kind of off the wall play. And then they're like, oh, I just found Leaf early. It was down on Angular, and I was the only one that checked it, so I got a big advantage for that. So I kind of dig it. It is, however, very sad when you have Leaf and Fire and Ice arrows, but no magic. So you're like, cool.
Imagine having Leaf on Angular. Couldn't have been me earlier.
Unlucky. Or lucky, unless you checked it quickly. But it sounds like you didn't.
I did not. I took the risk and did Mila earlier.
You're not part of the You're not part of the Aang gang.
I might need to join the Aang gang. I don't know.
I'm not part of it either. I just know that is a movement that's been happening.
I mean,
I think it was one of the qualifiers. I think Crystal just like went straight there and then read hints afterwards, and it was like, oh, it was hinted Baron. Committed to the Aang gang.
I was restreaming and commentating that one. That was a lovely little thing to bring up in an interview. Also, I'm a big creeper, so it's okay.
I am very much not, so. Okay, so alright, I actually wasn't sure what the top of the cliff ended up being. This looks like Blank did not peek it beforehand.
No.
Sees it now. Was just a fat lot of nothing. Alright, did they store Ghost Ship? Looks like no. Alright, so I think whatever was in Cliff is probably one of our letters then.
Yeah.
So if and when, probably when one of the runners finds the delivery bag, we keep your eyes peeled.
I was gonna say, I would assume we're gonna find a delivery bag at some point.
Probably gonna find it.
That's a pretty safe bet.
And before one of the hints is like, yeah, Zunari's got a sword, and I'm like, yeah, well.
And then you're just like, dang, I wanna cry.
I wonder if they'll find it this seed. I'm looking now. I don't think Zunari is.
I don't think he was hinted, no.
But there might be something else that I'm missing.
We just know command melodies at Needle Rock.
Oh, hey, yeah. Remember when we were talking about command melody potentially being an islet?
Whoops.
Whoops. Like I said, I don't read hints.
That's the reason. Oh wait, I was the one who posted it. Never mind.
It's the racer's job to know the hints inside and out.
True. We're just the ones
Artemis
to be like,
getting in some squats. The classic Mila waiting.
not a pot game believer, SMH.
Not a pot game believer. I want a Gamba. 1, 5, 10, 20. Come on.
Whenever we do another restream of your races, Claire, I'll make that one of the gambos.
Let's go. Let's go. I was actually really surprised. Like the first time I ever did that on Restream, and like the person that was commenting is like, "Oh yeah, this is a thing." And I'm like, "Oh wow, I guess they knew that." Felt pretty cool. All right. So now, what does Blank want to do? So now they do have. Oh, I guess they don't. Never mind. They just have Leaf, so you can't actually get the chest on Golf. So never mind. I would not want to
Yeah.
go there.
So
I
that's
would
another
not.
one where if you did it and then peeked it and found out it was nothing.
Yeah, it's like you could do it, see that it's not spiky, and then be like, haha.
Blank, you don't have magic. Why are you setting the wind?
It's just hopeful, right? That's the belief that magic will be in Mace's house, and that he can just leave and then go do Outset Fairy.
Oh, Blank also doesn't have.
Well, it also doesn't have bombs or power bracelets, so yeah. Yo, there he is. There's Mace, so we actually did get to see him, though. And shoutouts to his chest always being spiky in Season 6.
Seriously.
I don't know why. It's just every time.
It's
I
just
swear.
the classic though, the one seed where you're like, surely it won't be spiky this time, and put him off for an hour, it's gonna be spiky, and you're just
And then that's when it's actually going to be something good. Because
Right.
so
It won't be a
often
bait
it's
spiky.
usually spiky, but then it's like, Tingle Statue, or in this case, Cabana Deed, sure, whatever.
Something
Not
to
that
do.
big of a deal.
Oh, we don't have Tachi. I was gonna say, just something to do after Tachi, but never mind.
Yeah. Alright, we are going to see something new here. Blank is going to peek top of Headstone.
Yep.
No way to get it right now. But we can see what it is. I see
looks like a heart.
sparkles, so I think that's probably a heart piece.
Some sort of heart.
That's true, it could have been the big one.
I don't know.
I think those juice sparkle. Hey, if it's got sparkles, you don't want it, because it's either a heart or a spoil.
But he's so shiny.
It's so shiny. It's also nice for the freaking bird's nest. Check.
Looks like Artemis is rereading the hints here.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hey, not a bad time to do it. If you're going to be storing that text anyways, just double checking, being like, okay, I think I've got this now.
Yep.
And we are seeing the door cancel from Artemis as well. So they will be talking to Ivan, or trying to, getting their vision back, because it sort of like reloads the area somewhat, or reloads the camera, I think is more accurate.
It places Link in a certain spot, but doesn't reset other. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something.
Looks like we got another Aang gang member here.
Yeah, that is so true. Trying to find Ivan in the dark can be one of the hardest things, but also just trying to catch Ivan might be even harder.
With his big brother Anton there.
Freaking yeah, playing goalie. Hey Link, I want to tell you about this hot dame I found on Tinder. And you're like, no, Anton, not this
no.
again. I don't care, Anton. Just go talk to her for God's sake.
Windfallonly.com or whatever.
Yeah. Windfall.
I don't know. I don't know any dating app names. I know Tinder and like Farmers Only. That's like the only ones I
Meetislanders.com.
meet Islanders.
Yeah. I hate that side quest. But that's a separate discussion. We are going to see
So,
now pop rent for Blank, which
So what
not tempted to go there earlier, and actually picked up the power bracelets from Angular first, which is nice.
Yeah, so gonna be able to check everything. Won't be able to get the grapple check, but it's always nice to know if it is spiky.
No, don't worry, Grapple will be here.
I say that every time I see a spiky chest there, and it never is actually here.
Grapple behind the right boulder, I'm thinking.
Well, looks like we're about to find out in about.
Feeling some
5
right boulder
seconds.
action. There it is. There's
I'm
Grapple.
I'm more of a left boulder guy myself.
Yeah, did I say right boulder? I meant the open one on the right side.
Oh well, there's bombs.
And by that I mean it's in the it's obviously in bomb mail, right? Thanks. Not even power bracelet locked bombs, just straight.
Yep.
Tier 0 bombs. Oh.
Blank realizing that.
Yeah,
oh,
picked up the stone and went, oh crap! I kind of wanted to peek that chest up top, didn't
Yep.
I?
I don't think
Unfortunately, I believe that is a permanent flag, so that stone does not come back.
Well, it looks like Blank's just gonna leave and come back when he gets his grapple. Checking out some Eastern Fairy action.
Or could just gamble that as nothing. Who knows?
That is certainly a play you can make.
Oh yeah, I think Blank did check Crescent earlier, I believe, after DRI, so... Yeah, Eastern makes even more sense. It's always kind of awkward when you're like, oh, I could go down to Eastern or I could go up to Crescent. I'm not sure which way I want to go here.
Or just do what I do, where you do all three in a nice little line. If you have bombs or power bracelets, at least.
Artist is having a little bit of trouble with the sword slash strat here to get on top of the wall. I'll be honest, I don't normally do this one, so I have no advice for it.
Well, as one of the people who's old and too lazy to learn a new strat, looks like Artemis is aiming a little low.
That's what it seems like. It's like ending up going slightly down the staircase there.
Yeah, you basically have to jump like straight into the wall.
I have faith though. We'll get there.
They'll get it. Yep.
Eastern is Moblins. Alright, well we've eliminated another thing from what Inner Cliff could have had.
Yeah, that doesn't work, Artemis.
I wonder if that's like sort of going off of the blind setup. You want to land that side up first.
Could be.
Could be.
As somebody who doesn't really know how to do the blind setup, I'm nowhere near qualified enough to talk about that.
I'm trying to remember, I was just watching, somebody did a kind of like a slightly different version of what I often do, which is like going around the back, but just like landing on the wall. Like you go over by where Sam is, and then you just like land on the sort of like cliff face out there. Kind of interesting. I was trying to peek that on Blank. Oh, I think Blank didn't see it either, or maybe they did. You can peek it like really quickly. It's different when you're the one playing it. You can kind of get like, it's like the chest will be on the screen for sort of like one frame. So I'm not sure what that was.
I'm gonna be honest, I was not looking.
I think I looked maybe just slightly too late. It's harder on restream.
Yeah.
Alright, boat jump. Ooh, close.
Hey.
Nice there. And shouts to the Kargarok that took one for the team. Artemis up in the tree, and there's the side up, and we're in there. Nice. Unfortunately,
Oh, that
two
work was turned on.
brown chests,
And
which you hate to
Artemis-
see. Oh, Artemis going for the bonus. Let's go.
Hey.
Yo, wait, a bomb bag. That's actually kind of that's that's something.
That's useful.
Imagine a quiver, a full heart though.
Are we?
For 2 brown chests, that is well
That's not
above
bad.
average
Yeah.
for some bonus items. I respect it. I've definitely done that before. You're like, you know what? I put in all this effort. I put in all this freaking work. I'm getting my items. I don't care that they're not spiky. Screw you, game.
I'll lose my 5 seconds or my 10 seconds to open them.
Yeah, bomb bag, kind of nice. Never say no
Yeah.
to a bomb bag or a quiver. Quiver
like-
probably the better of the two, but hey,
I'm never gonna
at
complain.
least in these settings.
Yeah.
Bomb bags get a lot better when there's octos involved.
Oh God.
In fact, I feel like octos should put bomb bags into logic. I understand why they don't.
They put a quiver into logic.
They do
so-
put quivers into logic, yeah, because you actually just straight need that for some of them potentially.
Yeah.
I think that looked like Forest Haven Island was spiky. That's what it looked like to me.
I didn't see any spikes, but I don't know.
I was more so the color of the chest looked like it was maroon, I guess I should say.
Okay.
I didn't see any spikes either, really, but that is... I often go off the color when I'm peeking.
To be honest, the last like 3 races I've done, I've peeked at thinking it was spiky and then it wasn't spiky, or vice versa. So even when I'm running, I'm just kind of like, I think that's nothing. I don't really know.
That's fair, that's fair. Alright, and before bomb mail is grapple... Oh, this is bomb mail. That would be a real shame. Yo, Hero Storm! Does Blank put
Blank.
it on? Come on, let's see it. That's what I'm talking
Blink's
about.
Blink's a man of the people.
True gamer, true gamer. I think they both will.
Oh, Artemis.
I
will
feel
won.
confident Artemis
I'm gonna
will.
be-
Blank was the question mark.
If Artemis doesn't, I'm gonna
What
I'm
is
gonna yell at
what
him.
is Cloud's thing? It looked for a second like frickin' Joker persona masquerade mask. It's obviously the character's name, Joker persona.
Yeah, Joker persona, Blink mask thing or whatever I don't even know what you said.
I need a close-up. I need Cloud to pull out the Wind Waker so I get the... Maybe when we save warp here. Nope.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that is always a thing too. Yeah, the one downside to putting on the Hero's Charm is then the cursor is never where you expect it to be.
No, don't take it off, please.
Alright, here we go. Come on, warp. I want to see what's on your face. Oh, we're probably actually gonna go check out the top of Cabana. Took me a sec because we're using the weird compass, but whatever.
I know,
I'm not
like,
mad.
I'm just so used to using the compass as it is that I'm like,
What direction are we heading in?
why are we going west here? Or it's because, oh wait, never mind, it's not inverted.
And the peak is... Okay, so yeah, I think it's not. I mean, Tweety said it's Raccoon Mask. I don't know what that is. I don't play Final Fantasy.
I played about like 2 hours of Final Fantasy 7, 8, something like that, but
It is definitely not Joker persona mask. Can confirm.
glad we
Closer
got
to like
that-
Sly Cooper.
glad
I
we
guess
got
he
that-
is like a
Oh no.
raccoon. So
Artemis taking a nice little trip into the void there.
yeah, trying to do the peak that Blank accidentally removed the ability for. Alright, I guess this was spiky, so let's check it out. Ooh, and there is another bottle! That means Mila not required this seed. Could have skipped. But it's always hard to tell, and you know, you kind of want to probably try to do it when you can link it in with other stuff. So I understand.
Mhm.
But that is actually kind of interesting. Oh, and then it is a non-item chest, a brown chest, not spiky, whatever you want to call it. So
Round
if
one.
Blank decides to just say, I don't care what's in paw print, I'm just gonna assume it's nothing, they will be correct. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out. It's always one of those things though where like, especially when you accidentally make a mistake, you're like, oh, I really don't want that to come back and bite me like super hard.
Mhm.
So it's just, it starts nagging. It's just back there. Just back there being like, hey, don't forget about me. Hey, I'm still here. You're like, ah, crap.
Hey, you remember that peak you screwed up?
Yeah. Could be important. You know, you don't know yet. You don't know yet. You're like, oh god. Please,
So we have
please
a
no.
pretty early outset failure from Blank, but
We didn't just get a bottle, to be fair. So we can
Yeah.
we can grab our fairy and trike it straight over to Grandma. So,
Master Sword was
Western fairy.
Western. Yeah.
Yeah. Blank opting for the Super Swim opener from Mother and Child. Let's see, we go for the storage. Not a lot of time with that bomb pull. Yeah. Sometimes people will try to store that cutscene because it's weirdly long. There you go, Artemis. Yep, instant pause, as expected. Vanilla Hero's charm is weird, though. Let's be honest.
Okay, Linka player, calm down.
I don't play Linka. I play
Oh, that's right.
Nico.
That's right. You transitioned.
I put on a badass gas mask.
That's right. You used to be a Linka player. Now you're more respectable.
Like back when I started playing Linka, there weren't many people, and then a lot of people are using Linka, and it's like we need
And
more
now-
model representation out here. There's
and
so
now-
many. There's so many good ones that people have made. It's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of really good ones that aren't race legal, which
I think most of the models are allowed, or even if it's not, you can always ask a tournament organizer about it. And I feel like for the most part, it's fine.
I think if you tell them what's not okay about it and switch it to, like if their bow or something is different and you switch it up, I think that's fine.
I see somebody break out the Scrafty. That model just cracks me up. It's like really well done, but it just seems like so out of left field.
I didn't know
Like
that existed.
somebody who knows enough about like Blender and like can navigate the tools that like Lago made, just decided that Scrafty is the one. And there's a model of Scrafty that you can play as. It's awesome.
I did not know that was a thing.
I think it's just one of the ones that's on Game Banana.
Oh yeah, Game Banana.
Yeah, shoutouts to the Wind Waker modding community. People make some cool stuff.
True. Alright. So what's
Yo, sick belt from Grandma. So not only is the ankle bottle not needed, but then Grandma actually could have been skipped.
I mean, I
But
think
you
this
could
is
never
quite-
know that.
As a person on team Don't Do Grandma, we're feasting today.
Dang. Bad grandchildren, the rebels. The heck?
I just listen. I've had way too many I've had one too many dead grandmas in my life.
That feels very, very real.
Oh yeah. Whoops. I didn't mean it like that, but
I was like, are you okay, Snips?
I mean, I only have
I've been there before too.
I think unfortunately a lot of people have been there, but
Yeah. I feel like it's more of a spoil. The grandma debate always felt like more of a spoiler log.
yeah. In
I feel like
standard,
for Av.
in standard, you kind of have to do it. I just follow my rule with grandma. I'll do her, just as long as it's convenient for me to do her. I'm not going out of my way to do her, but
See, the trick is you just grab the mail from somewhere else because nobody wants to run all the way back from Grandma's house. Artemis going to store this to peek the fly around, which we saw Blank grab earlier. I actually don't remember what it was, but I assume Artemis is going to go get it. Oh, but voided on the chest on accident. That is super unfortunate. We do have Leaf and we do have Magic, so we can go get it. This sort of the standard way, but I'm sure they're not too thrilled about what just went down.
No, I would not be either. We can
also, that was a nice leafless golf from Blank. That's what you like to see. No rib cherry.
As somebody who recently lost like 15 minutes in a race to doing leafless golf.
You feel this in your soul, your heart and soul.
Yeah. Listen, it had been like
yeah, we're going all the way up.
It had been like a year since I had done it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hard commit and do it. Turns out, not the play.
The thing that's always tough is it's like when it's probably been so long. You have to remember like, how do you do this again? How do you do this the vanilla way?
I remember.
I'm like, I don't even know. I'm like, I think you can skip one of the platforms. What's the wind direction need to be?
Yeah. I know you can skip the first platform. I don't know if you can make it all the way.
And I think it changes depending on if you have double magic or not. It's like all kinds of weird stuff. We got Diamond Step early happening from Blank after the visit to Horseshoe.
We'll call it that, Xenu.
Glorious. Everybody loves fly around. Like at one point, I definitely I sailed up to the freaking platforms up at 7-star and just stored one of those instead. Because I'm like, I could do normal fly around, but out of principle, I just don't want to. It's like, yeah, I messed up the bolt. I don't remember what it was. I messed it up somehow. And I was just like, out of principle, I just refuse. Ooh. I don't remember. It doesn't void you, I don't think, does it? Sometimes the game adds weird voids. What was fly around?
I
really don't remember. Really don't remember. Oh, I think maybe it was shield? Might have been.
It wasn't bottle, I know that much. So yeah, it might be shield.
It might have been shield. Kinda forgot that Blank had a shield. It is not... It's not very obvious on the cloud model, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Does the cloud model even have a shield?
I think it may have something
like a visual. Can confirm shield? Okay, cool. Yeah, we do have Earth Temple, so that's probably a thing we want to do.
Yeah, the one thing that's kind of a conundrum right now for me is what's in DRC? I almost feel like it almost has to be grapple.
Probably, yeah. We do have a DRC path to Calidamos, so.
And we found everything we need. Or I guess.
Yeah, I think it has to be grapple or something that leads to grapple. So there actually could be some interesting information gleaned from this visit.
Yeah. Also, yes, Xenu, I guess you are correct. There will be lots of lava.
Cannot fault that logic.
It's pretty flawless. I gotta...
Nice to not have Din's Pearl. You can just get the wind. The lava wind to blow in the right direction. I still maintain... Maybe I need to make a post in the normal randomizer Discord But I'd bring back Din's Pearl solidifying that lava. I liked it when it was like that.
I think Lago at some point said I don't know if Lago can.
It used to be that way. Way back.
Yeah, but
I'm
something
showing off my boomer. I mean, maybe something else made it so that like it couldn't be, or like it broke something else. I could easily believe that.
Yeah, I mean this game is from 2003, so I think you are somewhat limited in what you can do.
It's definitely held up by strings and
Yeah.
and gaffer tape.
Oh,
As they
gosh.
say. Yeah, I don't think Cloud has a shield model.
I don't think he does either, yeah.
Like, looking at it, it's interesting. I suppose, I don't, Cloud, canonically, I don't think ever uses any sort of shield. Because his sword is a two-handed weapon, so
Right.
kinda doesn't really work. Hey, I guess
You
the
know,
model
I'm
are
not-
committed to the bit. I appreciate it. And hey, there's our grapple. Does, but it's just tiny. Is it that like... I don't even know.
I think he has to
I was
have,
gonna say, is it that bracelet thing? But no, that's probably the power bracelets, isn't it?
I don't pretend to know these things. I just kind of
Oh, required key in basement.
that is
That's kind of
a
exciting. And by exciting, I mean it's not, but
that's a feels bad moment more than anything.
it is one of those instances though where so now you know there's a key in the basement, and then you can check the dark room, right?
Mhm.
And so you've got across the lava 2 rat room checks and the bird's nest, right?
You don't have a bow to shoot down the platform.
Oh, it's true. We don't have the bow right now. That's right.
Unless Bo's just chilling here on Tingle Chest, but
Oh yeah, they've got tingle chests on. Ah, never mind. Forget everything I was just talking about. Yeah, with tingle chests on, this is not as uncommon.
yeah, this was a pretty common occurrence back in
Freaking bump tingle statue chests. I totally forgot. Hopefully Blank remembers to grab it. So far, not looking so great. There is a tingle statue chest that we just passed, which is I think the actual tingle statue chest. I believe the other one is.
It's like your tutorial chest that gives you like.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it has. Probably just like rupees or something.
I was gonna say, I think it's like 20 rupees or something.
That sounds about right. Yeah, so that could end up being a little bit unfortunate. Hopefully, well, actually, this is a key. All right, I mean, hopefully, if this is big key, Blank will get bailed out. It is a small key, though. I mean, to be fair, the Tingle Statue chest could still just be another small key, no biggie, it's fine.
Yeah, but does Blank know how to do small key skip?
From Rat Room, at least, I'm sure. We'll see. Oh, Artemis accidentally getting the landing roll into the lava there. Well, we'll see how this plays out. See, because I know we might be going back. This is looking like we're going back. This is looking like, oh wait, that's right, Tingle Statue chests, I forgot. Okay, we might be fine.
Yeah, so
Watch it be. This means it's gonna be nothing, by the way. That's always what it means.
Oh, 100%.
If the runner remembers, then it's automatically they could have skipped it. Like that's always how it happens.
Oh,
yeah. I was just worried that because I know what I do when I clear dungeons, especially if I'm planning to full clear them when I enter, because I know I have enough to do it. I just don't track anything until I finish the dungeon, and then I just mark all as done.
Yep.
So I like wouldn't even be looking at it to be like, oh yeah, that's right, Tingle Statue chests. Ah yes, there it is. There's the brown.
Never punished.
Classic. Remember to check, therefore. Not required. Didn't remember to check. Like, I'm convinced this was like a Schrodinger's cat situation, where if Artemis had gotten to that chest first, and it would have been spiky. That's just how it goes.
Thankfully, Blank's not punished, but because that would have been a bit Monka-S if that were something pretty big. But...
Yeah, and we'll see if one of the Tingle statue chests in a future dungeon ends up having something. Because maybe this will serve as like a good reminder to be like, oh yeah, that's right, that's a thing. Because that's my biggest problem too. Is anytime they're on, I always forget. Like, oh yeah, I'm just so used to not having them anymore. Used to be a thing, isn't anymore. So out of sight, out of mind.
Yep. I think they're just so ingrained in my memory from playing so many S3 seeds that, like, if they're on, I'm like, alright, I need to do those.
I wonder which one of them. So, I mean, I guess maybe it was just kind of like, hey, we're gonna put two things on. Because I think it's like both runners can kind of add one thing. So, like, I wonder if like one of them technically wanted Tingle statues and the other one just agreed, or if it was just like a mutual, let's do this. It would be interesting if it turned out that like Artemis was the one saying like, yeah, let's do Tingle statue chest, and Blank was just like, okay, sure. The one nice thing about doing the basement is, speaking of small key skip, not required. Because we know that the keys will be here. We'll get the ones that we need. For sure. Because it's always like a little bit sketchy, because like sometimes you're like, oh, this is a key chest, obviously, that means we have it. And then you open it and it's actually the big key. And you're like, oh crap, I forgot about that as a possibility.
And then
And then you're out of chests to store. And then you're like, well, shoot. Let's hope that the bird's nest actually is an item. Alright.
Please be a key, please be a key.
Oh, sparkly.
Well, obviously the seed couldn't be a key, but...
Yeah. But just in general, you know?
Mhm.
It's also interesting how varied both of the routes were. Like, I feel like they were kind of basically both doing different things the whole time, and now we both ended up in DRC
Yeah,
at the same time.
The seed has kind of been pretty bottlenecky, though, so
That's
far.
true. That is true. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what one has done over the other.
I can't really think of much.
I don't think Artemis did Mila yet. And then Blank has also done Western Fairy. Oh, there's our Picto. We did remember to get the other Tingle statue chest, so we're good. We're doing good.
Oh,
Yeah, golf as well, that's true. Artemis has not done golf. So yeah, I think Blank's got a couple things on them. But we know that Mila won't be necessary, so that could be a little bit of time save if Artemis ends up going to Greatfish before committing to that. Which they may or may not, because we now know there's a Picto here, and sometimes one of the things people like to do during Mila is store Lenzo's door. And go up there, so... Could kind of depend. Oh yeah, Outset, that's right, Outset Fairy. So a couple things. We still got plenty of seed to go. Hey, there's our big key. Never mind, I thought that was a key chest. Ignore me. Nice peek, Claire.
When it was spawning in, it looked blue.
I swear, yeah, okay, I'm like, that wasn't just me, right? Maybe it was just the shadows or something. Again, I look for the color a lot of the time. So shoutouts to the intern room. Everyone's favorite. Yeah, they had the intern work on this one.
So that's why it's the worst room in the dungeon.
Yeah, that's why it sucks. Look, let's just say they didn't progress beyond being an intern, right? I don't think they didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
They did not make the Nintendo cut. Like, man, everybody loves Magtails, right? And they're like, I don't know if everybody likes Magtails. Well, we'll get this.
What if we made
Tiny Island,
versus
lava, and enemy that takes up the entire space. And also can't die to lava. And you're like, ah. Cool, we got it. Yeah, we're happy that you'll be able to grow with another company. Precisely.
Everybody does love a little bit of Raymond. Okay, so it looks like our boss keys, our big key's over here.
Yo! Vanilla?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, it's not vanilla. It would be funny though.
That's always my favorite. Back before we had chest type matches contents, when you would store that chest and see it was big key anyway, and you're just like, really?
Yeah, specifically if it's the left one, yeah. You always open one, store the other, and you're like, if they were flip-flopped, it would have been perfect, but because they weren't, yeah, you store the big key. You stored the stones to destroy the stones. Or something.
Something Marvel, I don't know. I kind of stopped watching after Endgame.
That's fair. Also, actually, I was just thinking, like, a super niche strat, because you often come up through the rope bridge. But there is a really interesting, like, storage strat that you can do, and you can, like, kind of, like, fly into this loading zone inside of the island.
That's a
It's
classic.
like it's like one of those things, yeah, like, there's, like, certain strats where, oh! Alright, I think we still got the chest spawn. We're good.
Got that.
We will,
at least.
however, need to respawn and go back, because we are definitely in the lava. 100% in the lava.
I've always
Ooh,
loved how.
and didn't hit the A button to roll!
Let's go.
Let's go. That's actually kind of a... It's like
That's
a not
long
insignificant...
tech talk.
Yeah, that is a not insignificant thing. Yeah, if you fall in the lava, Coral's like, well, clearly you're too dumb. Actually, I don't remember if it's Coral or Tetra there. I think it's Coral. Yeah, you haven't... Probably Coral. Actually, I don't know. But yeah, they're like, clearly you're a young kid who hasn't realized that you can cut the ropes on the bridge, which, to be fair, is like, that is the only place in the entire game where that is a mechanic that you use. So they're like, our testers aren't figuring this out. I guess we have to tell them. You get one chance to figure it out on your own, and then they just spoil the secret like frickin' Skyward Sword. I think like every dungeon is just like, here's a sign that just tells you exactly what the puzzle is. Also, actually, yeah, wait, speaking of the storage strat, we might literally see this from Artemis. Yeah, this is kind of like an older one. So, it's pretty cool though. Yeah, you can float through there, and then the loading zone for this door is actually like really big and, importantly, very tall. And when you're using the leaf, you can hit load zones in the air.
I love this
Quite
simultaneous
convenient.
door. I love this simultaneous door.
Oh,
both
was it? Oh shoot, I
door.
missed.
Different doors, obviously, but
Still always kind of fun when the runners sync up. My favorite is when both runners like are just playing the warp song at the very same time.
how's Artemis doing his?
Come on, bridge.
Bridge? Dink dunk, bridge. You gonna break?
I think
No?
Artemis
Okay.
just needs to stand still. We're moving too much. There we go.
There you go.
Because that's how weight works, right? If you keep jumping, then the bridge
Yeah.
can't break because it's not being weighed down. Obviously,
Fun physics
that's
matrix.
that's just math. Yeah. Jumping totally fine. Standing, whoa. Hold on there, slugger.
Gotta lose a little bit of weight for that.
Yeah. Alright, we might see everyone's favorite, dual Goma. Cross your eyes and see the boss in 3D. Kidding, don't do that. Also, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
Alright, let's go ahead and setting their items for after the dungeon.
Well, you only need one for this boss, so...
That's true. One shall enter, one shall leave. Really getting the maximum amount of Goma in one sequence.
I think I have to reset because I feel like I'm like 20 seconds behind you.
Can I say I'm living in the future?
Well, you were saying like, yeah, we're seeing simultaneous Gomas. I'm like, Artemis
Yeah,
hasn't
are
even
we?
entered the room. I was like, Artemis hasn't even entered the room for me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it sounds like you might be slightly behind then.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yo, the stick shard.
The fan favorite.
It's one of the. It's definitely an A tier shard.
I've always been a top of the shard fan. I don't know why.
Yeah, the peak.
It's just so like
It's the last
satisfying.
shard. I said we should name them all. I gave them all names. I don't necessarily remember all of them. That one I remember. That one's Celeste. The peak.
Oh wow. All right, that'll be the new way. Since everybody's already claimed their islands, now we can claim our Triforce shards.
Well, I was getting comboed here a little bit. Okay, good. Goma did the taunt. Or whatever you want to call it when Goma kind of leans forward like that.
Come at me, bro.
Blank continuing the dungeon rush. To be fair, I actually don't know how much overworld they have left besides the Picto Box checks.
I think that's basically it.
And when I say Picto Box checks, because we Lenzo door canceled, that's Picto Box check singular.
You got Pompey and Vera.
You got Pompey and Vera. Oh yeah. I think besides that we have Forest Haven. I don't think we've checked Forest Haven. Oh, Phantom Ganon with the freaking huge smackaroony. One of the few things in this game that actually does like serious damage.
As I found out recently, don't piss off the piggy, because it also does 3 hearts.
Yeah, I think the pig is actually, I think that's the highest, or it's tied with the highest damage source in the game. Beats out Ganon.
Yep.
Beats out Phantom Ganon, only 2 hearts. And is tied by Dark Nut Revenge attack, specifically. Not their
Is that what
normal
it's called?
attack, their retaliation attack. Can do 3 hearts. I believe.
That sounds right. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen a Dark Knight do 3 hearts to anyone, so.
Yeah, and it's probably only certain Dark Nuts, I don't actually know.
I think that's true.
It's probably only the Mighty Dark Nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I know the one, at least one of the ones that's in the Wind Temple Big Key room can freaking smack you good. But I swear, I feel like Phantom Ganon got buffed. Like, I had never had trouble. Now, he's hit me like twice within the last, since I've started replaying the game again.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember the last time I had FF in a seed.
Wait, really?
I
have FF in every single Season 6 seed.
For me,
I think
it's
I've had like 1 where I didn't. Or maybe 2.
I've before today, I think everyone I've ever played had Earth Temple.
Well, that's just unfortunate. See,
It's
see, that's the thing. I don't mind having FF every seed. It's not bad. It also, I like sailing to Western if Forsaken Fortress is in Logic, so then I never end up doing the Western swim. It's great.
Yeah. See, I'm not good enough at super swimming, or consistent enough at it to.
To be fair, I think most of the time super swims aren't worth it.
The Western swim's the only one that is really viable.
Oh, Blank Void's on the back of the chest. Interesting. Yeah, it's a cute little strat that Blank just did. If you were wondering why he was storing it. So you store it just so that you can take the item and then void quickly. Which just spawns you back up by the door.
It's a nice little.
Honestly, if
thing.
somebody wants to play around and see if there's another way to void down there without chest storage, that could be pretty nice, because then you don't necessarily have to waste time getting chest storage. The only problem is it'd have to be fast, because if you can get storage like first try, then
Yeah.
It's hard to beat that. Also, hey, Artemis doing us a favor. Phantom Ganon is a bow.
Yep, that was hinted.
I did not realize that Artemis. Oh, was it hinted? I'm an idiot then. Never mind. I did not realize that Artemis did not have the hammer yet. It was on, I think, Wallet Mail. Which I don't remember where that was. Speaking of mail, Ferraris Pearl.
Well, it's at golf. Okay.
Ah, that's right. It was golf. That is correct. And I think, did we have bait bag already? I think we did. I'm not sure what we stored. Did we store delivery bag? I don't think we had delivery bag.
Uh,
I think delivery bag might have been chest on bed.
it might have been.
Now we're gonna go ahead and see Cyclos from Artemis using that bow. Makes sense, makes sense. Ah, bait was the DRC mini boss, gotcha. That makes sense because I did forget to pay attention when Blank opened that. I was watching Artemis at the time. And then Artemis stored that chest. So
saddest part is we have access to Artemis's personal tracker.
Ooh.
Also,
that was a little sketchy. I don't remember if you can like void there, but I feel like you probably can.
You definitely can.
Ooh.
I can't believe Blink hasn't voided.
Oof.
How did Blink
We did not quack our head, so we're good. Ah, and there it is, Maggie's letter. That is our Cliff Plat item, probably. Almost assuredly. We finally know.
45-minute long investigation is finally over.
It's always kind of fun when that happens. Artemis coming here for some top of headstone action. And is gonna pair dupe.
Yep.
Cute little strat. You basically can just do it the same way that you soup dupe. You just use the item and pause on the same frame. Which lets you unequip the item, and then therefore it cannot actually properly decrement the item count. Which just makes me wonder how that's coded, but, you know, again, string and gaffer tape. What can I say? No, that's so good, Quaze. He turned that pair into a pair. That's cute. We had something here too. I don't remember what this was either.
We're great at our job.
Oh, this was bottle. This was bottle. Okay, so this is big for Artemis. This is big, because now they're gonna get a bottle and therefore not do Mila. So that'll be a nice little time save that they're gonna get over Blank. That's gotta feel pretty good. Oh. Interesting landing, like cloud landing right on the railing there.
That's a little bit of a scary spot, but surely the bird will be nice to us, right?
This took his time, but should be in there. Yep, there's the walk forward.
Yep.
It's a little bit awkward because sometimes Helmrock will land and be. I feel like it's I don't know if this is true. It feels true, so obviously it must be. Ooh, Helmrock with the turn. Quick, pull out the boomerang. Sometimes you can stall Helmrock's position. Might be fine here. You can get some hits going. Wacko. All right. We should be good. Should be good.
Yep. Looks like Whack-A-Bird was successful.
All right, we're good. Whew. I don't remember what I was gonna say now, because that spooked me. I think Artemis is doing, I assume that this is Western Ferry platform.
I believe so.
That would be my guess. Yep, okay.
Sure
Artemis wanting to grab Western Ferry while we're in the area. Unfortunately, does not have the hammer. So we'll just clear these enemies out, just so they don't interrupt the storage attempts here. This is also, I feel like, kind of an old classic. Something that people would do occasionally is you can grab storage on, well, I guess, I mean, it is Great Fish Island, the little bit of the island that does exist. There's a storage spot on one of the beached boats that's there. The only problem is then you have to make sure that you don't use your Wind Waker to break, like runners so often will. Because that will eat your storage that you're trying to take to the platform.
I wish I could say I'm not guilty of that, but I'm 100% guilty of that.
I feel like everybody's done it at least once.
It's just the worst feeling, because then you're like, oh.
Ooh. Blank was super low in the water there. This is questionable. I don't know if we get the void here. It's gonna be close.
I don't think we do.
Their magic is actually pretty low. We'll see. Did not get the void. Yeah, if you get close enough to that ledge, the game's like, alright, yeah, you were probably up there. It assumes you probably came from there. The game does not expect you to
yeah, I'm gonna
come
be
from the
honest.
cyclone.
I hate this with a burning passion.
The backwards forest haven. Or
Yeah.
backwards, I guess, tree branch. The trick to this, I've found, is you just really need to, like, you need to spend as much time in this cyclone as possible. Like, that is your primary focus. You need to get all the height, and then you worry about actually, like, steering yourself towards it. So speaking of the height, this height's looking mad good.
Yep, there should be a void at least.
Oh yeah, I think we definitely guaranteed the void. Manages to get the ledge grab, so we are pretty good there. And I think that was magic armor. It was magic armor or a purple rupee. I guess I'm not sure. It was something of that color. It looked pink.
Something purple. Something pink purple-ish, whatever.
It's not Maggie's letter because we have that. So
Yeah.
anything that's that color now, we don't care about. Someone will have to do the frame by frame analysis for us and let us know.
Okay, so this was a spiky chest.
Looks like it, yeah. I am gonna predict command melody. No wait, we know where that's that's somewhere else. That's needle.
Or useless pearl.
Useless pearl.
Classic.
Smells like fish. What letter is this? Oh,
Roman.
for Roy's, yeah.
Aww.
I was gonna say, because this shouldn't be arrows yet. Not enough time will have passed because we came straight here.
Yeah.
And the time doesn't really pass here the same way.
Alright, now for the cyclone trick that doesn't suck.
Yeah, definitely a lot more forgiving.
Yeah.
You're not trying to get as high. So you don't need to spend as much time in the cyclone. You do have to contend with these boys, but
Oh.
I feel like I just commentator's cursed.
You definitely just commentated cursed.
I feel responsible for
like-
that one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, Blake. That's on me. That's on me.
gotta
It was in my mouth to say, but they're usually not a problem. I didn't even get to say it. I just said the word but. Didn't even get to finish my sentence. I'm so sorry, Blank.
Gosh dang it, Claire.
Oh man.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things. Frickin' who again? I think is that the same intern. This is the intern from DRC. They're like, yeah, you know, we need to put some p hats here. It's not annoying enough for people to have to ride this cyclone in. Let's put a really annoying enemy. Because the game doesn't teach you about the leaf attack, I don't think.
I don't believe so.
And that is like one of like the best ways to like if the leaf attack didn't exist, it'd be way more common to get knocked out of the air by those guys.
Yep.
Be way more common.
See, but Dr. Yoshi saw it. I said it was the easy tornado. I didn't say it was actual flight was easy.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
my-
easier than the other one.
That's my copium take of. I definitely didn't caster repairs that.
Nah, you can blame it on me. You can blame it on me.
You'll take one for the team.
Yeah. Probably more my fault. Okay, and it's looking like nothing. So some nice peak strats. Our magic is a little bit low. I think we're gonna play. Oh no, I guess we are gonna go grab that. Well, in that case, it kind of works out. I'll hit up a couple extra bulbs here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Little
I think Blank didn't grab magic from the entrance grass. So we're a little bit low. It's tough. It's funny, like, again, for the dungeon where you use the leaf and you get the leaf, magic is like super tight in this dungeon a lot of the time, even though these bulbs actually like give you magic. That right there though is a nice little strat where you let the bulb kind of fling you forward a ways, and so you sort of save yourself needing some magic.
Yeah, so the one thing for Blank that's gonna suck here is I don't think he has enough magic to do this fast.
But just barely.
Barely, yeah.
But then won't be able to, people like to side hop leaf out of the hole in tree, and kind of go around the left side. Definitely won't have magic for that.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, might have a little bit, because we'll take the one bulb. It's tight, though.
Blank does have soup, though, so...
That's true. But drinking soup is slow.
Exactly. That's why you don't get soup.
Yeah, probably not slower than running out of magic, though, to be fair.
True.
Yeah, shout out to that P-hat, by the way, for constantly screwing up the L targeting there.
I think I've learned how to use that P-hat to target there.
Maybe that is the move. Just assume it's gonna be really annoying and just take it in stride.
Yo, Sydney thinks it's right, dude.
So I totally missed it. Did Artemis play legitimate golf, or did we do a little bit of skippies?
I think Artemis did like a hybrid golf.
Played the first hole. To be fair, with Leaf, it's often like, play the first hole, definitely skip the second one a lot of the time, because you can kind of like fly around it, and then the third hole is up to you. Because you do have to put it in the end, so. And yeah, Blank did just go ahead and just drink soup, so yeah, that works.
Open up the warp pot. And make our way to the mini-boss area.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
Forbidden Woods is pretty solved at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially when you have the full complement of items. Or practically. So this is one instance where some people will deviate. Looks like Blank is choosing to void, drop the storage, and gonna, I guess, restore this chest. Some people will opt to just open it and then use the grapple in the next room. Kind of just depends.
That's usually what I do, because at this point, storage really doesn't save that much time.
I don't like bomb push on this chest is just weird too. This chest is like ever so slightly off the ground, so it kind of messes with what you might normally do. I'm not a fan. Nice, that's a good bomb drop. Just don't get blasted into the water below. Did avoid that. A good recognition. And we do now have Artemis into Forbidden Woods. I know somebody was predicting that they would pop in there earlier, but I assume Artemis wanted to clear out some of the overworld first.
Nice steering there from Blank.
Interestingly, I think Artemis didn't grab the mail. Probably just planning to grab it afterwards, because you're gonna get like Orca mail and stuff. Yeah. So we'll get the hammer afterwards, but we'll get it.
That's it's not your leaf button, Blank.
As I say, that looked like the classic case of leaf is not on the button it usually is on. Therefore, I might as well not have it equipped. Yeah. Ugh, Leaf on X, though? Leaf on X? Weird.
Kinda
What the
weird.
heck? Kinda weird. Leaf on any button that's not Z?
This restream brought to you by Leaf on Z Gang.
Leaf on Z gang. Look, all I'm saying is I want to be able to leaf pump with 2 separate fingers, okay? I don't want to have to do it with the same one.
Leaf can most definitely be on Z.
That is how
Well, you
I
see-
get the crispest of leaf pumps. The crispiest leaf pumps come from 2
Well, you see,
fingers.
I don't know if I can talk to you.
As long as it's not a Wind Waker on Z, am I right?
Laughs in Quasi.
I know some people like Wind Waker on Z. I used to put, to be fair, I did used to put Wind Waker on Z.
Yeah, and then I started learning storage and then realized like I can't press Z frame perfectly. It's just the skill diff.
Yeah, it just feels weird with it on Z for me. Well, and also part of the reason I used to put it on Z is because I used to mash for storage, and so it was easier for me to mash the Z button. Oh, Artemis just slightly too low. Nice, okay, gets the little pop up to the ledge.
That was a little bit scary.
Too big.
They get there.
They did get there, and they got their cheese. Actually, I didn't see what kind of chest was down below. I wonder if Artemis just jumped down there.
It was a key chest.
It was a key chest? Okay. Key chests can be worth grabbing sometimes.
Big key's worth. Small key,
Yeah, I guess specifically if it ends up being the big key, that's kind of nice. And I feel like it's not that much slower, I think, if you get good storage to go ahead and just grab that and then use that to ride to the top if you end up needing the top. And looks like it was a small key, so unlucky. Look, all I'm saying is Wind Waker belongs on the B button, okay? That's the real answer.
You know what, Xenu? We're really not. We've already had a conversation about this. We don't pay attention to hints.
Oh, is it really hinted in the basement? Oh my god. Yo, locked in trunk? Imagine that. Dang, that's so awkward too, because there's a Tingle statue chest in that room, so they still have to go into that room anyways.
Yep. One of the most
Makes me wonder if either one of them will opt to go pick up the big key, since they have to enter that room. And it probably just kind of it comes down to how confident are they in their bomb push. If they end up storing the double Mothula room.
It appears Golf and Gang has punished the seed.
Wait, Golf punished? Didn't Golf have wallet?
Apparently there's a wallet in here.
Oh, I'm totally missed that.
I think
Yeah, that is in fact an orange rupee icon. Dang, Golf actually not required. That's crazy. Sorry, I was staring into my drink, giving it a swirl. I tried putting cinnamon in coffee because I'm feeling experimental lately, apparently. Forgetting that cinnamon is hydrophobic, so it kind of just clumped together. It does taste actually kind of decent, but
just get a nice clump of cinnamon.
It was just like a little bit like not quite how I expected that to go. I wonder if perhaps like brewing into it makes more sense. I don't know.
That might help a bit. Yeah, I don't know.
And sometimes you gotta try new things, you know?
Spice up your morning coffee.
It's all cast from Alec. Ah yes, there is the wallet. Definitely saw that the first time. In the Vine Maze. Dang, and it's the deeper one in Vine Maze too, so you go all the way through and then you're like, gosh dang.
Crane,
Did I really need to do this?
Crane, it's the middle of summer. Give it till at least November to drink hot chocolate. That's a Christmas thing, not a middle of August.
It's been starting to get colder by me.
It's
I leave for work like early in the morning, like 6:30. And I'm like, oh man. It's like it's actually kind of cool out. My freaking windshield is covered in dew. Love that.
It's so sad that when you said I leave early for work at 6:30, I'm like, that's late.
Early for some people.
Yay, medical field.
Yay, medical field.
Just the morning dew into the coffee. Ugh. That sounds disgusting.
That does sound disgusting. Come on, Crane. Why are you bringing up mixing stuff into coffee? What the heck? That's
Always
unprofessional.
Always blame the restreamer. But also, we've already seen all these checks, and
All right, Blanc. Last bomb. I believe. Oh, the clutch! Let's go. Huge. I don't remember if one of these is a guaranteed bomb drop in here. Probably not.
I don't think so because the game knows you're not.
You're not supposed to have bombs here. It'd be one of those things that like Lago would have added. Like the magic drops from the skulls in DRC are not vanilla. Those were added by Lago.
Same with the couple of the pots in Tachi. The one outside the mini boss room doesn't. I think it's.
Oh yeah, that's right. On the right side of the door.
Yep.
Know your guaranteed magic drops.
Especially in Tachi, where soup is kind of useless and. Classic one vine hanging up this entire plant.
I guess actually, you know what we could do after this? We could potentially make our way over to Cabana. And
Yeah, that would be.
Cabana does have some bombs outside of it, so it's always a little bit awkward when you have to route in some drops. Now, if only Blank had opened up the Lenzo chests and found the bomb bag like Artemis did, which is still kind of incredible to me.
To be fair, 99.9% of runners are gonna just see 2 brown chests and go, okay, people leave.
Well, and because 99.9% of brown chests are not gonna have.
Right.
They're not gonna have a bomb bag hidden inside of them, so understandable.
If you know it's gonna be a quiver or something, then maybe it's worth it, but...
That was definitely would be something I would do in, oh, I guess that was a shield in that chest. Yeah, I couldn't really tell with Cloud's model. Although I do think I see the thing that is supposed to be his shield now. It is quite small, but perhaps slightly more noticeable. That, like, I don't even know what that is. It looks like a Protoss pylon. Oh, all that for a Tingle statue. Thanks, Orca.
Our boy Orca, not really being our boy.
I think we still haven't seen Arrow Mail for Blank. Hopefully they remember to pick that up.
I'm sure they will at some point.
I'm sure they eventually you'll be like, wait, why is that mailbox freaking out? Oh yeah.
I mean, it looks like they have their tracker up, so it should.
Oh, when did we get Fire and Ice? Missed that.
I believe we're about to see it in about 2 seconds.
Oh. Well, hey, we were talking earlier. Hey, what if one of the Tingle statue chests is required? You know, that's right. I actually think I did remember vaguely seeing that. I was just too busy talking. I was talking about my drink.
Oh yeah.
The shots looked a little bit too high, I think, for that snipe. Unfortunately, Blank deciding, oh, if I have to go talk to Creeb anyways, I might as well go ride the windmill for it. Which, hey, that works.
Don't worry, Blank's a member of the B Creebers, so I respect it.
Creepers. I am very much not. I do not expect Creeb to have anything today.
See,
Creeb's gonna hit us with like Din's Pearl or something. Like, thanks.
I'm a child of S3 where every seed Creeb for some reason always had light arrows.
I didn't play enough S3, so I'm not there.
Well, Xeno...
Okay, that actually kind of got scammed on that one. I feel like that one should have worked.
That should have worked 100%. But...
It was probably just ever so slightly off. To be fair, we are shooting a target through a wall. Whatever.
S3 Creeb was the boy. He always hooked you up. Either a shard or a sword or a...
I actually didn't think we got in here. Oh wow, thanks, Creeb.
Treasure chart 31.
So useful.
Totally required.
Gee, thanks, man.
Claire's just a hater. Peepo sad.
And look, I wouldn't be a hater if he didn't disappoint me on the regular. All right, that's all.
It's just funny that I feel
Oh,
like
because then say, did Blank actually mail Maggie's? I'm gonna assume no. Hey, now we're getting Errol. We'll see if it's something good.
Yep.
I think the
Not
most
even
meaningful thing it could be maybe is a ghost ship, but it's not. So
Yeah. Unfortunate. It is our good buddy Brad though, so always fun when he shows up.
oh, I guess even if it was, I was just thinking it would have might have mattered if it was ghost ship, because then Blank could have gotten it over at Bomb Island, but actually would have had to pass time to get it anyways. So never mind.
Yeah. Artemis finishes up their Cali demos.
Another boss down.
Unfortunately, we doesn't like we're gonna be getting the S3 Classic 50/50 Witch Temple to do, but
That's true, which is probably a good thing. Yeah. We are, however, it's looking more and more likely with the number of shards and items that we have. It's looking more and more likely that we are going to get the classic of Earth Temple basically has nothing in it.
don't worry, it'll be in base, or it'll be left side.
No, basement right side transparent chest.
Can't quite put a prediction up in chat yet, but still got a couple more items to find before we do that. But
All right, nothing from Maggie.
I feel like Maggie's been nerfed. Like I feel like she never has anything anymore.
The one thing I am wondering is, will Blank scamp on Pompey and Vera? I would understand that decision.
I mean,
I would
I would.
also not want to do it right now. At least we have Leaf, so it would be a little bit faster. But
I'd at least wait to have deluxe, because then you can do both with one picture. Not that that would save much time, but
yeah, could always do it coming back through Zunari. Another joy pendant, nice. Both sides of the male quest giving joy, and yet somehow not at the same time. Artemis is gonna get us nice and up close for whatever item this was. I still think it looked like magic armor, but it wasn't. So never mind. It was in fact a purple rupee. I think we are gonna see Pompey and Vera, so we'll see if, well, I understand the decision, but also I would understand the greedy choice to not want to check this.
this is
A
just
few times I felt more like forced into doing Lenzo door cancel earlier than I wanted to. I definitely have chosen to just hope that this was nothing.
come on, Blank. You could open up your bombs there.
Right? Also, Artemis going for another classic strat of the grapple point, take it over to the small island, but the wind was just not quite the direction that they needed. Like Crane. I didn't mean it like that.
Good safety pick. I don't know if that first one would work.
Yeah, it's hard to say. You definitely don't want to get that one wrong either.
I mean,
It's like
Not
freaking
saying-
Garrickson.
Garrickson or the lovers couple.
Ugh.
If you get one of those and
You can
Don't
just
hear
give
the
up on the.
"Oh."
You just give up on the side quest at that point. You're just like, nah, I'm good. Never mind.
people leave.
Basically. Oh, it's a belt too. Skippable. Unfortunate. But you couldn't have known, you know? So.
Yep.
It do be that way.
As much as it's easy for us to say, get punished. That is their correct play.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I probably would have done it too. Or at least been tempted to.
I feel like it's one of those things that I'd be too worried. It's this classic, like, it's sitting there taunting me.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, and like, what if the other person didn't lens the door can? Like, it does sometimes. Like, there is in 1v1 races as opposed to like larger group races, there does enter in that slight metagaming element where you're like, what would the other person be likely to do? You know, like, how well do I know the other runner? To be
That's
like,
why you gotta-
Artemis never door cancels for Lenzo.
Right.
You know, if that was the case. Obviously, they did this time. I don't know what their preference usually is.
I think
But it'd be like,
Artemis,
but they never do, and therefore they probably got the Pompey and Vero if they got that Picto. I'm like, ugh.
I think Artemis pretty consistently door cancels.
Whereas, like, if you go up against me, maybe you just check Fire Mountain earlier because you know I'm not going there.
What? Who would ever do that in a race
would
against
never.
you? I never would
See,
do
but then,
that.
but then when you go there and it's empty like it always is, then you know I've got an extra like minute and a half over you for free.
Then you know you just FF. You're just like, well, Fire Mountain was useless. GG Claire, you win.
What can I say? Gotta commit. Although that, honestly, half the time Fire Mountain is just hinted dead, so
That one
I
and
don't even have to like gamble it.
Fire Mountain and Horseshoe seem like the two islands that like I always get hinted. It feels like.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think sometimes it is hard for the seed to pick barren locations just because sometimes there is stuff scattered everywhere. So it's just like, well,
Zeno,
this island has one check, therefore
Zeno,
we're good.
I'm gonna time you out for all these jokes you're making. I can't time Zeno out.
Snack's got the power.
I actually can't because Xeno's a mod, but
Unlucky. What was here on Bird's Peak? It's Command Melody, I think, right? Or Bird's Peak. Freaking, yeah. I said Bird's Peak because I saw Cargarrock. Needle Rock.
we know Command Melody's here.
Yeah, we don't know.
which
I don't think
check
we
it
know
is.
which one it is. Yeah, so. Or maybe we do. Actually,
we know that's
I think you
spiky.
probably do know. Maybe?
It's almost certainly that one, but
Yeah, we will probably want it. Not necessarily required. Could could be skipped potentially, but it makes Earth Temple a little bit better, particularly the basement. So
really,
you
that's the only
do not want to do no command melody strats for basement if you can avoid it.
Ugh, God, those are
Yeah,
disgusting.
they're just dumb.
Well, clearly
They're
don't know
doable. They're doable. They're just dumb. Oh, it's the inside one. Okay.
So we got a question mark spiky out there.
We do have a question mark, Spiky. Gonna be... I don't know.
I can see this being.
Probably like Note to Mom. Actually, maybe Hook. Probably Hook.
I'll say.
Or our
Sword.
final shard.
Oh well.
Oh man, this is looking like it could, our final non-boss shard, I should say. This
Yeah.
could end up being a hover seed. I do not think either runner will hover, but it could end up being.
I would be thoroughly shocked if either runner starts hovering at any point.
Cora really wants to be talked to right now. Okay, Artemis. Managing to avoid it. We get to see something new. Here we go. Inner Angular. Both runners came here without the ability to check what kind of chest this was. And it looks to be a boring brown. And it is. Yep. So we're out of here. As Blank heads to what looks to be Cabana. I don't know if he has no bombs still. I think probably. So hopefully they remember to fill up. I know I often think to myself, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just fill up on Cabana later. And then when I actually get to Cabana, I'm just too worried about equipping, you know, Cabana Deed and Hammer and Grapple and all that jazz. So we'll see.
Sea Spite. If this was Winter Bracket and it was like Gymnast and... Actually, I don't know who else would do. Maybe Tanjo. I feel like Tanjo's a hover guy.
It's tough though, especially if you're out of practice. I remember I tried doing it like once or twice during the random settings tournament, and it did not pay out for me because I was too rusty for it. Plus, it's unfortunately one of those strats that gets much harder under nerfs.
Yeah, imagine being on a PvP run and losing like 20 minutes to it.
Oh god, yeah, I know, I can only imagine.
That was the day I quit speedrunning Wind Waker.
Yeah, it's still not as bad as Fairy Hover, at least. At least you get the hover consistently. Blank is a little bit too far to the left, and this rat is not helping.
Just kill it, yep. Yeah, you gotta... You're way too far left, Blank.
I think they're thinking of the other peg. The first peg is kind of off to the left of the line. There we go.
There we go.
We in there. One of those things where like sometimes you kind of get into like your rhythm of like movement and positioning, and like you get a little bit off, and you're like, wait, what? Hang on a second. You know, like one of the rats hits you, messes up your angle. You're like, wait a minute, where is the peg?
Yeah, that's what I
Ooh,
do. Seen it.
Cabana Armory? Ooh, Cabana Armory in full effect. Classic.
Can't
I
believe we
know, I
forgot.
know Blank is actually a big Cabana believer.
I go on streaks with Cabana.
They even go 2 for 2. Bow and a
Unfortunately,
sword. God, if it is bow and a sword, then this is a real hover seed. Like full on.
Oh yeah. Like if I was running, I'd probably hover.
Would be like really tempting, yeah, if you're comfortable enough with it. But that strat is
As much as we joke about boomer strats,
it's so niche.
yeah.
It like never comes up ever. So it's like really not worth learning, actually. It's really more of a joke than anything. Also, Blank did not pick up bombs, so hopefully that doesn't end up mattering.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of meme strats that we talk about where it's like, yeah, you could go for this, but there are actual instances where they're worth it. Worth hover is, unless we do like an all sanity tournament, you're never gonna use that.
You pretty much never do it, yeah. But if, for example, Hookshot is the only item that ends up being an Earth Temple, that's where it gets tempting. But we'll see.
I'd say Outset to Diamond Step is a pretty good meme swim.
Outset to Diamond Step.
Yes, that's a real swim. Look up all dungeons. That's actually part of the route.
I could believe it.
Oh dear.
I mean, heck, when it comes to the vanilla game, swims become way better. Yeah, we do have Artemis returning to Forsaken Fortress. Finally, this time with Hammer in tow. So it gets to do more than just the Phantom Ganon check. Plus, we'll see a bit of a bonus of a lot of people have been storing Phantom Ganon lately, especially now that maps and compasses are given to the players at the beginning of the seed. It used to be that like Phantom Ganon would end up with the map or the compass like half the time or more. So you just like wouldn't even fight him most of the time. But now that it's like an every time thing, I actually don't often get to see the old like other climbing methods for this dungeon. So we'll see what Artemis opts for. Again, if that was indeed delivery bag, but I think we knew that.
We're doing it the boring way.
Oh no, we found the outside strats aren't boring. I think they're kind of cool. I wonder which one Artemis is gonna go
I
for.
thought you meant the bedroom. Never mind.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Any percent strats?
80%. Oh god.
Oh, you're just talking about just going up the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I completely must have not heard something you said.
Dang, not even paying attention to hints, not even paying attention to me.
I'm really just a bad commentator. I don't know why they haven't kicked me out yet.
No, I wouldn't pay attention to me either, to be fair. So was that a dead ice ring?
That was a completely dead ice ring.
I guess because we already found our light arrows somewhere else. Yeah, well, if light arrows can't be on ice ring, then nothing can. There's no fast place to avoid besides chest storage? Okay.
That's what I figured, but I was like,
It's also what I figured, but you never know. You don't want to ever become too complacent with some strats. Alright, what version is Artemis going for here?
looks like the safe version, judging from the setup, but...
Oh, I don't know this one. I've not seen this one. Oh, and then you go into the door on the left here, I assume?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
There's one sec you can go like all the way up to the top without having to go in here, but those are a little bit harder. And especially in a 1v1 like this, you don't really want to risk losing a bunch of time to...
Yeah. Oh, and here it is. This makes sense though. This makes sense. You wanna full clear the overworld, I think, at this point, since we're not looking for that much. Blank is coming back for the upper chest here on paw print that they unfortunately were unable to peek earlier. Which Artemis did peek, and we know it's nothing. So this will be a little bit of lost time for them. He better not do Fire Mountain. Well, luckily, Fire Mountain, as ever, hinted dead, so.
Yep. Clear gets spared for once.
Yeah, I don't even have to worry about seeing it, thank goodness.
When's our entrance rando gonna be added to standard?
Oh god. The day I quit, that's what I'm just kidding.
You walk into a room, you'll see it's a path Fire Mountain, and you're just like, nope.
Yeah, never mind.
Give it the middle finger and walk out.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's everything. I think we'll see Earth Temple now.
I can't think of anything else off the top of my head.
Windfall. Oh, Cyclos maybe. I don't think Blank's done Cyclos. Yeah.
I was wondering that too. I'm like, why are we going Windfall?
I was like, I'm like, we definitely did just do Zunari. Like, I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, Cyclos. Okay. I might have been able to do it at Shark, but this works too. Actually, have we seen Southern from either runner? I'm like not fully sure. It's a good chance we have. Honestly, all the fairy fountains blur together for me. Hinted dead? There, classic. Yep, there it is. It's about time it happened. That's right. Also, shoutouts to Pup Time for showing up in the chat every time Bird's Peak Rock is mentioned.
Shoutouts to Stitchelin and Hay and Howdy Shy and whatever.
I don't know how Pup Time gets them all, but they sure do.
I don't know.
I don't understand how that bot works.
That's a apparently one of the channels it stole the name of from is called the Chrominess, so...
Oh, that's actually pretty funny. Solid, solid.
You can tell we're kind of unhinged when we're starting to talk about Pup Time and whatever.
I mean, Pup Time's awesome. I think it's funny how Pup Time follows Woofer everywhere.
Whenever you type woofer, it
Every type of woofer, it sees woof and goes woof. Okay, I'm in. Say no more.
you son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah. Oh dang. Maybe it's still on cooldown.
Is there a cooldown?
I think so. Yeah, pup time won't spam a chat.
Pup time's well behaved.
Exactly. Like a good boy. As you'd expect. Alright, and that's final non-boss shard for Artemis. Well,
I think
I guess that was a boss shard, so never mind. They were already at that point.
I'm gonna alienate half the chat by saying I don't really care that much for dogs, but
I actually also don't care that much for dogs. I don't mind other people's dogs, because then I can have short interactions. I would never want a dog.
same.
No, thank you.
Give me my cats.
Okay, call me crazy. I think Artemis is gonna go to Cabana. I don't know what it was. Just something gives me that feeling. Like we might see a Cabana play here.
Ooh, it's a bold call.
And we do have the Earth Temple for blank. Overworld cleared. Place your bets. Where are the items? And by items, I mean we need one more sword, and we're gonna need the hook shot.
Just hop into Node real quick, because Crane's a bad restreamer. If it'll ever load, holy crap, I forgot how slow this is.
I want to believe in the vanilla sword. But I don't know if I actually do. Because I'm telling you, right side basement is like a blessed check. It just seems to always have stuff. Although to be fair, whenever it has something, it's always a shard that's there. So maybe it won't this time. I know I saw somebody earlier thinking Stalfos, or the mini boss, excuse me. Not Stalfos crypt, though there are Stalfos in the mini boss.
There. I'm a better restreamer than Crane, it's official. No. Drop
Where is our last sword? I don't think what I would put my bet on.
I mean, there's only really, what, 14 options of what's an ET?
It would be kind of spicy if it's like hook shots on Tingle Statue Chest. That's actually also I wonder how. I don't know how accustomed or how practiced Blank is on Tingle Statue Chests. I mean, for the most part, it's been alright after our short scare in Dragon Roost Cavern. Earth Temple is a notoriously awkward dungeon to route, and it is different when you have the Tingle Statue Chest in play. And I'm not sure if that's something that would be specifically practiced.
I could see Blank having an issue with that, because it's given me issues even.
Yeah. Often it comes down to doing a different non-chest storage method of getting down into that sort of like initial, like past the statue room.
Yeah.
But those are not very common in Season 6. Oh, well, there's the... Alright, so this is officially...
Right. That was the fastest bet of all time.
I'm going to officially call it a hover seed, even though we will not see a hover.
Alright,
This is a very, very rare occurrence where hookshot is the last item that we are looking for.
Let's just
That like never happens.
Let's see some hookshot guesses, because
yeah, wait, Mulligan, it's hookshot now. It's hookshot now.
That's our real go mode item.
Hookshot is gonna be. Well, it's anywhere that's not Earth Temple Big Key, because we know that that one is hinted dead.
Mm-hmm.
Bido Mail would be super spicy. Stalfos Crypt would be pretty spicy. Thinking, you know what? I'm gonna say second crypt. That'll be my guess. It's gonna be second crypt. The left side exposed chest. Or exposed check, I mean.
I'll say...
Oh, hookshot and Hyrule. Oh, that would be hype, actually. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, Hyrule not one of our foolish locations.
It is in play. Albeit...
Now that would be super coming out. We did not, however, find anything in Diamond Step. So there is nothing like logically preventing.
Yep.
So we'll have to see.
Blink grabbing some chest storage here.
Yeah, so again, I'm really curious. I mean, this might be a left side play. So it was hard when you're only looking for one item. I know some people will want to wait on left side since you can peek some of the basement stuff. But we're grabbing medley, so I think we're either not doing EGL skip, which I could understand with the tingle statue chest, or we're gonna do the new hotness, which Blank actually helped contribute the idea for, which is the small heat skip upstairs with no hookshot. But no, we're gonna take her with. This makes more sense, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a good way of dealing with the tingle statue chest. You go, you open up the songstone, and then you just go ahead and open the the tingle statue. Standing on the stone.
Classic.
That shouldn't break anything.
No,
This
it warps.
this cutscene warps you, yeah.
Yeah.
Did look funny though.
I think this is probably the hardest roll clip in the game, in my opinion.
It's definitely pretty rough, and it's very punishing to
I think that's the reason why it's so bad is
mistake. Okay, now wait, Plank, make sure the curse wears off. Okay, good. Good patience, good patience. And you know, this also, thankfully, there are bomb drops over here. So this will be good.
Oh,
We still have chest storage. I think Blank forgot.
yep, that's your only way out of here is to although how are you gonna
Taking the Floor Master Express. Yeah, so now this is a little bit of a knowledge check. Where I'm not sure. Looks like we're probably getting Mila back, would be my guess. And we'll just open up the statue normally. Now, again, this is like, see, tingle statue chests, they're weird, you know?
What? Where are we? Where's Blink going?
I'm not sure.
Was he checking if that was Ghost Ship?
Maybe. We stored a key chest, didn't we? Or did we not?
I'm pretty sure that was a key chest, yeah.
Yeah, but actually, we may have,
Looks like it was Big Key, yeah.
Oh no, we took the Floor Master Express, so no, we didn't give a key to the main screen. Floor Master voids you.
In reality, too, you only need one key for Earth Temple, so...
That's true. I'm telling you, Earth Temple is it's a weird dungeon to route, and if you make any slight changes to like what you're used to, it's totally weird. Oh, okay, we're gonna do a little bit of organic routing. Left side first.
So this is actually gonna be interesting. Little sharp on the angle.
A little sharp. Yeah, plan here might be to grab chest storage again.
That should work. Oh, not quite.
Oh, now the chooser are all out to play.
The boys
Is
are
that
coming.
why it's not in my dungeon tutorials? Yes, actually, yes. Because I did one that day, and it was really bad, because it is so hard to talk about how to route this dungeon, because there's so many variables.
This is by far the most complicated dungeon in the game.
It's like, you do this most of the time, but if your keys are like this, then you can't do that. Therefore, you have to do something different. And if you have, like, you know, if you don't have this item, you have to, it's just, it gets really weird really fast.
Yeah, it's one of those things that... It's one of the more punishing dungeons if you don't have years and years of experience like some runners do.
Yeah, and it's really hard to say, like, what actually is the fastest.
Mostly because I don't really know if anyone knows what's the fastest.
Yeah, I was trying to suss it out. I think if you're going to full clear, I think just based on save warps and like the distances that you have to travel and stuff, I think left side first is technically faster. The only problem is left side first can get a little bit awkward depending on where your keys end up being placed. Because like you want to have like 2 chests for chest storage, one to take to left side and small key skip, and one to take through the center of the dungeon. But then it's like if the first chest is a key, you can't necessarily guarantee that you'll get another one, so then you might have to small key skip for the mini boss, and nobody wants to do that, and you're like, oh god.
You're just like, please.
This is
game.
why it's hard to give. It's not like Forbidden Woods, you could be like, just do this. This is just the fastest thing.
Yeah, like Forbidden Woods has been figured out for years. We've known.
Ever since small key skipping every time it became like the meta, Forbidden Woods was basically solved.
Even like DRC and. Well, I mean, there's really no route divergence in Tachi because the game makes you do it a very specific way.
Yeah, once you do the first floor. However,
With that new
we might be seeing. Although actually, I don't think that's going to bring as much diversity as you might hope.
maybe
Just because I think it's just going to be you clear one direction or the other, either left to right or right to left. One of those is probably best, and it's probably.
in terms of check density, it would be left to right. But in terms of like which way would be faster, I have no idea.
Yeah. I was like, Dragon Ridge Island for Artemis. No, it's just a misclick. Yeah, gonna go ahead and finish up things on Windfall, I presume. Oh, spiky. Oh, 3 statues coming in before Deluxe. Here it comes. Or Dins. Boo. Dean's Pearl.
Classic Dean.
Classic Dean. Also, the magic's
Also,
magic's a little sus here.
I think we're still missing a Tingle statue too, so that could have been another bait.
That's true. I think we are. There is a sidling strat that you can do here. What is that? I can't see. That's just a chart. It is just a chart.
Yeah. Check it. Might be the best chart in the game.
No, don't. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Oh, we are
Blank.
gonna check it?
Blank, I was joking.
Wait, is it actually a key? Oh, it looked like a chart from above. I swear it looked like a chart. I saw the circular bit and I'm like, it's just, there it is. Alright, never mind. That makes more sense. Well, that's pretty convenient. It's actually less likely, too, because because of the Tingle statue chest. And I didn't get to see what this was. If this ends up being hookshot, though, organic routing for the win.
Must not be.
It's not be. So now I wonder if the plan is to go store the 3 blocks room.
Could be.
We'll see. Or if we just open up the statue. At this point, probably just open up the statue.
I feel like that's just faster, yeah.
Yeah. In lieu of door storage.
I mean, if you really want to cook with gas, you could do door storage, but...
Again, one of those strats that's basically not seen anymore, so... Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and... We're gonna play our tune. We're gonna open our statue. We're gonna turn in Pompey and Vera and get our belt, I think it was? I think it was a belt. Like how I remember all the checks that don't matter, and then I forget the ones. I'm like, wait, where did we get this item? I don't know. Where did we get Fire and Ice? Who knows? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that is also true, yeah. All of Earth Temple's fastest routes are also not easy.
Yeah, Earth Temple I think is just...
It's probably one of I've called it this for forever. It's the run killer dungeon, but like it is for real. Promise.
And especially once one thing goes bad, everything's gonna start going bad.
That's
'cause
always how it goes. Yep, it's 100% how it goes. For some reason, this dungeon just likes to compound upon itself. Alright, we are back. This time we do have no storage, so we can grab that ledge. Apparently Blank got bombs from somewhere. I'm actually not sure where. But probably Moblin drops.
I really wasn't paying attention.
Moblin or the what's his face? Freaking Floor Master. Also, wow, the fire coming out of that bubble was pretty intense.
Small key there on the
Do we know where Deluxe Picto is? I don't believe so. That's one of the items that we have not seen. Because the Picto that they both have was the one from the DRC. The Hub Room Tingle statue, or the Hub Room Tingle chest. Oh yeah, it definitely could be extra cursed. God, imagine Deluxe Hyrule Deluxe. Minenko.
Yeah, that would be
The Plando freaking hookshot location. Force double dip. That would truly make it the ultimate hover seed. That's like as bad as hookshot can possibly get.
Yeah, I don't think I can think of a worse spot off the top of my head.
Ah yes, now we get the therapy session. Floor master room with soup. Actually like one of my favorite things. Oh, Artemis missing the leaf pumps there, unfortunately.
I hate this room.
It's actually interesting. There is a rando exclusive backup that you can do with that strat. Because rando adds the inter-dungeon warp pot where it is, you can actually get on top of that pot and then leaf back over. But especially with single magic, it's, you know, you basically have to drink soup at that point.
Everyone's 8-year-old self when they struggled with this room immensely. Loves just being able to mow down the floor masters.
Yeah, it is very satisfying to just mow through them. Can't say I have the 8-year-old experience, but even still, I like it.
I just said 8-year-old just like for a random age. I thought I was doing this far in Wind Waker when I was 8. I probably beat like the first 2 dungeons and then was like, I'm bored, I'm gonna go play something else.
See, my classic thing when I was younger is I just like would never talk to NPCs, so I just wouldn't know where to go.
Oh.
I'd get all the way to Goldenrod in Pokemon Gold and Silver, and then like there's some woman you have to talk to in Goldenrod after beating the gym who hands you like a watering can, and you use that on Sudowoodo, and you're like, what? How was I supposed to figure that out? How was I supposed to know this?
See, my thing was that I was just like, if it was a game Sugar Conroy had done, I would just watch one of his Let's Plays and just see what he did.
Oh, I think Blank might get unintentionally got here by the fact that we do this room with storage so often. You do have to turn the light on if you want to do it without storage.
Yeah.
I imagine the thought process was like, well, I brought Medley all the way here as it is, so I might as well just go ahead and do this. I feel like that might be why we are back. Like that's what we were saying, Earth Temple. When it takes, it takes. And it is unrelenting. I still don't know how I figured out how to get past Goldenrod. Probably just got lucky. There we go. There's a little bomb push. And so we'll see what Artemis chooses to do. Will we see left side first? We're gonna go down through the dungeon, kind of more standard way. Not quite sure what their preference is. And again, it always gets weird when you're just looking for one thing.
It's really tough because I guess you don't expect, especially with hookshot being the thing that's missing.
It's like, who even knows?
Like you have
We
no
still
information.
haven't seen it though. Looks like Artemis is gonna go left side first as well.
Well,
Oh,
we do have a
spiky.
spiky. But as we've talked, we do have some baits left, so
Does Blank have Medley? No, I don't think so. We left her behind. Yeah,
Go
you're
Blank.
gonna want to go ditch this this storage real quick.
yeah.
I feel like I think this is the first season 6 seed I've seen this be a spiky chest. Like, I'm not even kidding. I kind of wish I was, but I'm not. This
think
chest
I've
has
seen, like,
this chest has
once.
never had something.
I think I've seen one other one. But yeah, it's been like,
Like, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what they did to Third Crypt, but they murdered my boy.
He really did. This is really putting the putting the bomb push storage to the test right now. Let me tell you. Ooh, the low health. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and drink soup. Yeah, low health actually does affect this version of bomb push. Because Link's animation is slightly different. Because this game is weird like that, and that is a thing.
Yep.
So, love that. Like, I want to say SD's version of barrier skip, you also can't do on low health. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like that might be true. No, wait, no. I think I'm thinking of something else. Because the bomb should override that. I think I'm thinking of something else. I don't remember what though, so ignore me. Yeah, there are certain things that are animation dependent that like become weird or not doable with low health. And it definitely could be just like No to Mom, or it could be our final Tingo statue. Although interestingly, like, so we know that ankle is a bottle, right? But because there was another bottle in logic location, for all we know, that bottle is actually one of the ones that was just sort of placed there randomly. I'm not sure if like a Tingle statue can therefore be in a barren location if it's like a sort of progression item. I don't know exactly how that works.
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Grandma Mill was dead. Yeah. So we actually might not find it. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Well, theoretically,
God,
Blank will show us.
this spot sucks, by the way. Like,
I hate this spot so much.
like this spot is really rough. Nice, there we go. Blank is definitely getting these, getting the clutch bomb pushes when it counts. That bomb count starts running a little bit low, gets a little bit worried, and you're like, don't worry, I got this. Okay, we're pulling out the bow. Might use it to go ahead and pop that Stalfos. Get some bombs back. Looking like that's probably what we're gonna do. Actually, really like that. Oh no, never mind. We're just killing the Stalfos. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Just to get him out of the way, not want to have to deal with him. I'm trying to line this up.
Yeah, that stuff can get real annoying real quick.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, if you're ever in this room though, and you need more magic and you don't have soup, kill that guy. Cause he'll give you magic. Stalfos, as annoying as they are as enemies, they have really good drops overall. They'll drop magic, they'll drop arrows, they'll drop bombs, everything.
when in doubt, just murder someone.
Exactly. Alright, so Aramis done with the left side. Fortunately, there was nothing there but a key. Oh, and our Din's Pearl. That's right. Our bait item. Which means that now both runners have to deal with having Tower of the Gods loaded in. Oh, nice. Blanc actually got the
That was a little scary there.
got the leafless version. Don't know if that was intentional. Yo, we stored double magic.
Okay, that's hype.
Nice. That's kind of exciting. I think Blanc is still looking. Blanc is still looking. I keep saying Blanc. It's not right. It's like a bastardization of Blanc and Blanc.
I know.
It's like it's not right for either one of them. So I don't know why I'm saying it.
The last time I did a race, I did it with Blanc on comms, and like the entire time I kept mispronouncing it. I felt so bad by the end of it. I'm like, oh my god.
It happens. Just enough bombs to be able to use here. Well, I guess one shy of what you might want to throw out for this final phase, but...
Yeah.
Hey, maybe one of these skulls will be nice. I just heard an arrow drop, not quite what we're looking for, but we'll take it, I guess.
Yeah.
Artemis grabbing the Tinkle Statue chest. Our final key. Ooh, last bow. Ooh.
I don't know if Blink's gonna get it.
No! Aw, shoot. Actually, so close. Come on, Poe, work with us here. Come on. Couldn't be a bro. Unlucky.
Classic Jahala being crappy.
Also, is that Poe the same color as the one that went back into Jahala? Or are they truly random? I think it was green and ended up yellow. Am I crazy?
I'm not gonna lie, the bot was synchronizing, so I didn't even really see that cutscene.
That's fair. Can anyone in chat confirm? I feel like it was a green Poe and became a yellow Poe. I don't think I realized that they were random.
I guess I've never paid attention.
I freaking played the Uno wild card, said I'd choose green. Got any yellows? Nope, because otherwise, if we're playing by the rule where you keep drawing, then this game is going to last 10 years. Fun fact, that is not a rule of Uno. But that is, like, I feel like one of the most common house rules of Uno. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Is this a Hyrule Gamba? Feeling like it might be. Oh.
Wait, why did we save orb?
That might have just been out of habit. Also, unfortunately, I don't think we got the Triforce cutscene.
I think he's about to get it in about now.
Yeah, Blank got the frame 1 pause, so actually saved before it.
Blink's too good.
Too good, too fast. Oh, there we go, the confidence. We're not saving again, we're just doing it.
Blink's like, screw it, I'll watch that cutscene again.
I'll watch it again if I have to, but I won't have to, because as soon as I pick up the hookshot that's in Hyrule, or the item that leads to hookshot in Hyrule.
Right.
Meanwhile, therapy room for Artemis. Well, soup therapy room. Definitely quite the opposite. If you don't have soup, it's the I'm gonna need therapy room. After this. Especially if you're also only there with a butter knife, little baby sword.
Oh my god. That is
actual pain. Actual pain. No ice arrows, no light arrows. Hopefully you at least have the hammer, but maybe you don't. Can't see what that is, but I'm assuming it's not spiky because we reset. That is kind of sad, actually.
You know what?
Alright, well, we all know what that means. It means it's gonna be the right side basement chest. Because it's always the right side basement chest.
You know what? Just to be like that, I'm gonna say it's the left side basement chest now.
If it ends up being the left side, it's just because it's not a shard. The right side is definitely partial to the cheese.
See, but it says to the cheese, so that means it's always a shard, not a hook shot.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it could be. We'll see. Watch them both be spiky because one of them is like, one of them is male, one of them is note to mom.
Yeah, one's a note to mom, the other one's like a tingle statue or something.
Oh yeah, no bombs.
Ooh.
I don't remember which one of these skulls is bombs. If there even is one. The other one's arrows. Can't use hammer for the lids as well, but fire arrows works.
I've never been a fan of using fire arrows for pot lids.
I only use it for the one in Wind Temple.
And even then, that's like the most niche of strats.
I don't know, Snacks, you say that. I do that every seed, as long as I have them. I'll be I can't see either one of those. I have no clue. Okay, that one was not spiky. So, whoops, I'm wrong. My bad. I didn't see what the other one was, so does this mean Stalfo's Crypt?
Could be
I
Stalfo's
feel like
Crypt.
is what I said earlier, and now I backed out on it because I'm apparently a baby back bitch.
Wow. Getting spicy over there.
Lacking confidence. Oh. I headed off the wrong way. That camera gets really weird. If you hold down out of that cutscene, medley will head in the right direction. But like, I think you basically have to like already be holding it because the camera's facing the other direction. So it's like you wouldn't think that holding down would work, but it does for some reason. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Also, dang, I just realized that with both of the transparents being non-spiky, this could have been the super rare seed where that like the bomb like ledge clip to Stalfo's Crypt, because Big Key Chest was specifically hinted.
True. That
Could have actually it could have been. You want to talk about niche strats? That is like the ultimate.
That is basically a spoiler log exclusive.
Yeah, or I think they use it in the speed run because this is normally a chart. All right, is this just vanilla hook, just straight hook shot? What's it gonna be? It's just hook shot. Okay, so our note to mom, and our remaining tingle statue chest, and our ghost ship are probably all on barren locations.
Yeah.
But dang, the full clear for the hook shot. And actually, I'm looking and I'm seeing Artemis. Artemis is looking at this Stompo's Crypt right now. Hasn't done the boss yet. But
There's potentially a race here.
yeah, they are. I think Artemis's Earth Temple definitely went a little bit smoother than Blank's.
Yeah.
Like Artemis kind of took it more of a little bit slower, but a little bit more consistency on the strats that they went for. Yeah, ET, man, he'll get you. Yeah, I had to, and Blank having to rewatch the Triforce completion cutscene.
That always feels a little bit bad.
It always feels a little bit bad, but you know what? I appreciate the gumption.
Hey, you know what? Blank's got bigger guts than I would, because I would not have gone for that.
I wanted to believe it too. I think I've heard people have informed me that I guess in mini blends, especially because there were less checks, Hyrule had a high tendency to have an item. So I think a lot of the runners that got their start primarily in mini blends favor Hyrule Gambas a bit more.
Yeah. I can see that.
I appreciate. But yeah, Season 6 has not been very favorable. I think I've had one seed that had something there. And it was the Vanilla Master Sword. It was pretty cool. But yeah, one seed. I've checked it a couple times. I mean, half the time Hyrule is just one of the barren locations. Going back to what we were saying earlier, sometimes I think the hints struggle to find locations outside of the ones that are singular checks. But yeah, I would say outside of the Earth Temple that I think I'm sure Blank would even agree did not go according to plan. They've run a pretty solid seed so far. So help definitely give a little bit of wiggle room.
Artemis going with the soup strat.
I actually don't remember if barren hints favor ones with more checks. I think they might if it's a dungeon. I think I remember somebody telling me that like if a dungeon is barren,
That could be, honestly.
it's fairly likely to tell you. But don't take my word for that. You're gonna have to talk to
Someone
somebody who actually knows. Either a better runner than I or someone who actually has worked on the hints. I don't actually remember. Also nice shoutouts to the soup for being able to one-shot the pose. Also, the skull pickup on accident. That is the worst feeling because it takes so long. Like, oh god, Link, why? I didn't want this. Yeah, it's Valhalla, and then it's gonna be full-on go mode for Artemis. As Blank ascends Ganon Tower steps. Heading to what is essentially the final boss, even though it's technically not, which is Puppet. Because at this point, for the most part, I'd say Ganon is basically a formality. He is not quite as intimidating in this game as he is in others.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend of mine who will do a Link to the Past randomizer runs, and that Ganon does not mess around.
Oh,
He does mad damage, he takes quite a lot of hits, and then there's also a gap around the entire arena that he can just hit you into, and if you fall, you have to start the fight over again.
Yeah, it's
awesome design. Seems really great.
I've played one Link to the Past rando seed, and I struggled to kill Ganon.
Oh, that shot was so close on the tail there. I don't think we can get that one off as quickly enough. It's funny, season 5 double magic on the puppet was classic. Pretty much every seed.
Yeah.
Season 6, this is actually kind of a rarity. Oh, another super close shot.
I'm surprised that
the aim is like pretty dialed in. It's just ever so slightly off. So it was like whenever you like I heard it clip the rope. Like if you ever managed to cut the rope on this boss, you're like, I literally couldn't do that if I tried. Like what gifts? I would struggle to do this intentionally. Makes no sense. We're gonna have a barrier break for Artemis.
Ooh. So many of these shots are just like
they're really close. I mean, PG1. This is the notorious phase.
Yeah.
PG1 is the one that once you get through it, you get that sigh of relief because usually the rest of it is a little bit smoother.
It's by far the hardest.
Yeah, you add in bracket nerves on top of it, and literally everything changes as well.
That's why a lot of people say these races aren't over until PG is dead. Until Puppet Ganon's dead.
And sometimes not even until the actual Ganon has got the sword in his head. 'Cause you just never know.
I've seen people get comboed and killed on Ganon, and nearly quit Wind Waker because of it. Or at least they take a couple days off just to de-tilt.
We got 4 hearts versus 5 because oh yeah, that's right. I was like, where did Artemis get that 5th heart? But that's right. That was the other Lenzo chest, right? Was the full heart container. The clutch heart container. Nice big arrow drops from the keys. There we go.
All right.
Artemis with the little door clip. Kind of door clip. I don't know. What do you sidle clip? Door open skip. Oh, it goes for the turnaround. I don't like going for that turnaround because if you don't get the circle spawn, I feel like Phantom is just so weird. But some people make it work for them, and
Nope.
it's like witchcraft to me. I feel like I always screw it up, so I don't go for it anymore.
Nope, I don't. I just do look forward strats. It's not hard to turn back around, so.
Yeah. I'll see Tanjo raiding over. Hey, we were just talking about you. Sort of. Yeah, Tanjo, are barren hints more likely on islands with more checks if they actually truly are barren? Or is that only for dungeons? Or does that not even apply to dungeons? Because I actually don't know. That's PG2. Alright, I'm just going to be entering Puppet.
Okay, so do islands that have more checks on them get a higher priority with hints, kind of like dungeons, or is that just like a myth?
For specifically barren hints, if they actually do
For
end
barren
up
hints,
being
yeah.
barren. And is that actually true for dungeons too? Because I actually don't know. I thought I heard that that's the case, but
Oh, it is correct. Okay.
nice. Look at that. I know stuff. Maybe. Could you tell by the confidence?
Smarty
voice.
pants. Smarty pants clear.
My square root of locations there. Okay, cool. Also, wait, she did blank. Blank? I don't think we missed the trog, but we got some nice running around in a circle snipes.
And time to climb.
Time to climb.
This is getting
One
a
form of
little-
mashing that we are gonna do. Oh, we're going high. We're going really high. Yo, wow, that's a really high rope climb. That's like basically all the way to the top. Nice. And that's PG1 down for Artemis. Definitely closing the gap a little bit with this, with the puppet so far.
Yep. Still.
Yeah, Blank gave
overall
themselves
stay-
a good buffer though,
Yeah.
leading up to this point.
Probably about a. I'd say Blank probably has about a 2 to 3 minute lead overall. But if we see a death on Ganon, which has happened,
Unlikely with soup, but sometimes I've definitely been like, I don't need to drink soup, I'll be fine.
and that was the moment you knew you
Yeah.
screwed up.
Nah, yeah, just gonna go ahead and drink that. Yeah, makes sense. I get to skip a cycle on this, anyways. So it's one of the other benefit of soup on this fight. It does make it go faster. It's kind of weird. Like soup damage doesn't matter for a lot of the bosses, but it does work
Ganon's
for
like the
Ganon.
one.
Yeah, which is nice because it makes that fight even faster. Honestly, doing that fight with Soup just feels good.
And GG's to Blank.
GG's to Blank.
And apparently we're joined by everybody. Okay.
We are joined by everybody. Artemis from the past, future? From the future,
Yeah.
I guess, kind of.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that. GG's to you both.
GG's, Artemis.
I am still very rusty.
That's a Crane seed for the history books. Crane.
I was honestly
Crane could have been
expecting-
cool.
No,
Crane
I was
could have been
expecting
cool.
it. I was expecting it worse. Like, I was getting towards the end. I'm like, Note to Moms in Master Sword Chamber, and Bido Male has Hookshot. Let's go.
I wanted to believe. We were talking about that. I wanted to believe.
We all in chat were like, surely this is what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Like,
That would've been exciting.
I entered Earth Temple, and I'm like, I don't know Morth Hover, but by God, do I wish I did.
Exactly. I had the exact same thought process.
Well, correction, I've done it before, but that was when I was running the game more than I am now, and I was good about to attempt that after everything that happened this seed.
This was actually, it was kind of, and we were talking about this too, how like, yeah, honestly, Morth Hover is like not worth learning, but if there was ever like a perfect seed for it,
It was this one.
it's Earth Temple has 2 items that you need for Go mode. One of them is the very first chest in the dungeon, which was his sword, and the other one is down in the basement, and it's the hook shot.
Exactly.
It's just like, god dang, if that is not like the holiest of hover seeds I've ever seen. But yeah, god,
Yeah, and I was like,
hovering
this-
in a bracket race though is that's a whole
yeah.
nightmare.
That's a bold move.
I actually thought about trying to do it, but then I was like, no, I don't know how close I am to the end, or like how close Artemis is to the end, and I was already like, Artemis is winning this. Like, I've routed this so terribly.
Oh,
I thought I scored Ghost Ship Chart and left ET just to make sure.
Oh God. Yeah. No,
Okay, we were wondering, like, I was wondering why you popped out.
Yeah, I was like, if it's Ghost Ship Chart and like the hook shots on Ghost Ship Chart, I'd rather just do that now.
I think it was honestly, I think probably Lenzo door cancel is probably what did it for me. That I just couldn't get back up on that. I couldn't get on that ledge for whatever reason.
So, I actually was watching. You were aiming really far to the right.
Oh yeah, like it all came down to I just hadn't done it in a while, and I'm like, oh yeah, I stand here, right? Yeah, sure. Oh, that's not. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's all it came down to. Like once I like, and then I like got on top of it and fell off. So I was able to get back on top of it again afterwards. It was just like, oh my god.
Did appreciate, and I'm sure this is one of those things where you're like, I put in all this work, I'm getting my items, damn it. Those chests were really like, for 2 brown chests, that was some pretty good freaking items. I was like,
Right, but that's exactly why I opened them.
I
'Cause
figured.
I spent so long doing this. I'm taking these items like they're mine now. And then the first one be like a bomb bag. I'm like, oh, sure, okay, I'll take it.
yeah, bomb
heart
bag and
container.
full heart container.
I'm like, all right, I
Right.
guess it's
Pretty
all right.
pretty
take it.
incredible.
I didn't have
That
to worry about
is
bombs the rest of the seed.
And also GG's finishing on stream there. But yeah.
Crane could have been cool and made Master Sword Chamber like the seed, the first Master Sword required chamber, but no, nope.
I thought about it too, especially after that Master Sword was on. I'm like, is Hookshot in Master Sword Chamber? Like, I don't want to.
So
I don't want to
cool.
leave. I don't want to leave.
It would have been cool, but it happens though.
Yeah. Also, going into Valhalla and finding out that I wasn't storing Hookshot and I stored Double Magic was the one and only time I will probably ever hate storing Double Magic.
That's fair.
There's so many. I got really lucky doing left side because I failed the crypt jump thing where I fell down, but it happened to be a small key, and I'm like, okay, we're good. Like I was getting ready to do small key skip there.
Oh yeah, that small key came in clutch for both.
Oh
of you.
yeah, I was preparing to do it, but I'm like, please.
Yeah, I think I had God, yeah. I don't even know. Small keys weren't necessary in all of ET, so that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, so which one of you two decided that you wanted to put tingle statue chests on?
I believe I suggested tingle statues.
Artemis.
Ah, I see.
See, we were kind of
like
having a mini heart attack because Blink walked right by the DRC.
I forgot every single tingle statue.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
I was like, Blink, are you gonna check that? No, okay, we're just
And I was like, okay, so locked. So number one, FW big key chest hinted dead, and then locked tree trunk was the big key, and I was like, I don't need to go down there. And then I was like, oh shoot, there is a tingle statue down there for sure.
That was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bow.
It was.
Oh, it was. Oh yeah, that was
the
very
first
much
bow.
required. Oh, that was my second bow, because of the hinted bow at Phantom Ganon. Once I got the bow once I got the Master Sword in DRC, I went
There
and
was a
just
hinted bow.
I just went and did Phantom Ganon, and then so I could do some bow checks and hope.
I totally forgot that was a bow.
Who entered dungeons first? What because I feel like I did it very late.
you guys were kind of holding hands. You both
Really?
went into DRC like
Yeah.
I think Blank went in like
Yeah, Blank was a little bit ahead, but like
I full
Blank
cleared Overworld.
finished Goma, and like you were entering Goma during
Oh, wow.
the death cutscene for Blank. Yeah.
So we both had the idea of like, let's just do every overworld check. before
Yeah,
going
pretty
in.
much. Yeah.
Well, and the thing is too, I almost after doing the DRI checks, I almost went to Forbidden Woods instead, because I knew I could full clear it
Mhm.
with tricks. But then I remember that there was the hint for Path to Kali Demos, and I'm like, well, I'm missing a grapple hook, so that means a grapple hook is in DRC. So I guess
Yeah.
I'll just go there.
yeah.
Does make sense.
I'm glad it was where it was though, so I didn't have to worry about going back to the basement.
That's fair. Well, yeah, actually required too. Yeah, no basement key needed.
Oh, I just remembered how awful DRI was.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh god, that
DRI or
that-
DRC?
Oh, DRI. Fly across the island,
Artemis
kicked
got
my
an
ass.
accidental void on the boulder chest.
No.
After I saw that it was a required chest.
Yeah. So yeah, peeks
No.
flying across, sees that it's spiky, and then accidentally voids, and then it's like gotta go get it. And then I think what was it like? It was like
I went out the wrong
Narrows or
door
something.
first. I went out the wrong door first. Yeah, no, it was a shield.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
shield.
it was
That's right. It was
shield.
shield. Never mind. It was
So,
a decent item.
somewhat required, but like,
Yeah.
but
Technically
yeah,
not. Whatever.
it made my ET journey easier.
That's for sure.
But like, I voided there, then I went out the wrong door off the top because I forgot which door it was. Then I went out the right door, set the wind. I didn't realize that I had to have the wind the specific direction for the second one, so I fell, had to climb back up and do it again.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know what the wind. I don't know the wind directions that you need for that.
Well, I just figured that I could set the wind direction for the like kind of like split the difference for the first two, and I would have been fine. But the going to the second island, the wind was too much at an angle that I wasn't getting enough speed to be able to hit the island with the magic and height wise and whatnot.
And I'm going to hit you with this transition.
Yo.
Hello, everyone. Fantastic
Hi,
match.
Crane.
Oh, there's a race coming up. Yeah.
Well done.
Do
Way
you
to
have-
bring back the crane seed.
Not a problem. Shout out to our trackers. We had Tweety and Kinian. Once again, fantastic job by the runners. Regarding commentary, Snacks, Claire, thanks for stepping up. We are probably going to be rating soon. There is the next match. Well, not the next match. A match in the Challengers Cup Winners Bracket Round 1. We're looking at Tifa versus someone who I cannot pronounce the name correctly, and so I'm just going to say it like that. I think Mag would probably be the shorthand. They are on ZSR3, and I want to raid them, but ZSR3 is not going live, which is why I unmuted, because I was just told it's going live. So,
So I'm trying to think of anything else that happened during the seed. That...
Raid an offline channel. Come on.
I mean, could, but that's going to be really awkward if they decide to swap it to like ZSR2.
Oh, that would be pretty funny though.
Yeah. Yep. Hilarious.
Yeah, so we've got. Well, we can take a look at the bracket real quick. Because this was round 1, so winners bracket round 1 is just best of 1.
Yep.
I
so-
think I go up against Ricky the Husky next.
Is
And
it Ricky?
Yeah.
I think
that
for me
sounds
it's
about right.
Ricky. Artemis, I think it's the winner between Blonde and I don't know who their opponent is.
Yeah, so yeah, you're going against, so Blank is going to go up against Rick, who
I
had a
get
bye.
a possible double blank.
It's Blonde, but yeah.
I know.
It's fair, yeah. We got
That's cool.
loser of match 6. Yeah, so whoever loses between Symphonic Link and Blanc
Oh, that'll be a
are
match.
will go against Artemis. So, and I'm not sure if those two have scheduled yet. There's a decent chance that they have not, but maybe they have. So, look forward to that.
Yeah, I should probably play a couple more seeds.
Yeah.
You know, that's fair.
Hey, we're just glad to have you back, Artemis.
It's good to like be playing this again. I'll be honest. I've missed it.
The anxiety was real.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Like, I'm just
It was
over here. The qualifiers apparently sandbagging, but no. It's just I just haven't played in a while.
It was super fun, and like that was my first 4 dungeon race mode seed. So all of Windfall was dead was my problem. All of it was dead.
That was so sad.
And I was literally like, what a better way to start off a green seed. I was debating never going back and just checking all the checks and being like, it's all dead. It has to be.
The true 4 dungeon race mode is when you have both Earth Temple and Wind Temple both able to fully clear, and you gamble the wrong one. That's
and you're looking for 1
That
to
is
2
the-
items.
that is the 4 dungeon race mode experience.
Yeah,
That is
pretty
the
much.
that's just the S3. Like everyone was in their mother. That's the reason why we changed to 3, because everybody's like, I'm sick of having Wind Temple and Earth Temple and 50-50ing the wrong dungeon.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the combination was. You always picked the wrong dungeon.
You got to love. Oh, come on. This is back in the Season 3 tournament. I think Linkus go-moded ET into Vital twice and won both times because of it.
Oh, I remember those.
Hard reads. Apparently.
On one hand, it's like hilarious, and then on the other hand is like the runner as the other runner, where you see something like that and you're like, why couldn't it just be 3 dungeons?
We also shout outs to starting with 4 shards.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we didn't have any.
That was
overload shard for that.
also a thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we saw you doing the true S3 start there, Artemis. Outset straight to DSE.
Yeah.
I was really upset that both that both Birdsby Rock and Thorn Fairy were dead.
You're like, I want to do
was-
this whole S3.
I was getting so ready to like take storage up to Thorn Fairy. Oh god, no! Now I remembered how awful the start was, where I voided in Cliff Plat and then spent a while trying to find find the chest at the top.
Oh yeah,
Peeking, that one's awkward.
you were pretty close to the.
I'm just glad I didn't have to go back for it. Like, that's all.
fair. That's fair. Alright, Green, why don't you go ahead and raid us out? I'm sure they're
I
live.
can't. We're still
live
not
yet?
live on ZSR3 due to stream key issues.
Oh god.
Yeah,
So
I know. I'm really in
Wait,
this
hang
awkward
on.
position.
Hang on, let me check the schedule. What-
This is an
Is there something
important
on
question
tonight?
here, Blank.
Oh shit.
Did you
Yeah, what's
equip the hero's charm?
Absolutely. It is a sin not to.
Blank
Okay.
is a respectable runner. The second he
I,
got it,
I bow out respectfully, man.
I would have opened the tingle chart if we found it.
Oh dang, it's extra devotion.
Can't wait for sound random when you open up a chest and you just hear the party
I-
horn or whatever.
Honk, honk.
I was
Honk, honk.
I had fully committed myself to, if I had been like in the overworld when you finished, I would have just gone to Windfall and spent the rest of the 10-minute delay playing Swoosh.
Honestly, I would have
Honestly.
respected the hell out of you for doing that.
Yeah, would have been a total move. If
Like,
I ran the seed better, there's a chance that could have happened.
Oh, that I did so, I had so many, just not even like random mistakes. Like it's hindsight's 2020 with like the routing and things, but like just execution wise, I probably lost a good 10-15 minutes.
Well,
Easily.
also-
Speaking of
all-
losing, now that I've lost my sanity waiting, we are finally able to raid. They finally went live.
Let's go.
Hey,
So-
Well, thanks for the restream. Thanks to our
Thank
trackers
you.
and
Thanks for stepping up,
commentators.
everybody.
Appreciate it. It was fun. And
Oh,
Thanks to
that's
you, and thanks to you all for hanging out. That's right, you, the audience. Talking to you.
Make sure to
And
keep your
you.
hands, arms, feet, and pinky toes in the chat as we progress on to Zelda Speedruns 3.
yeah, where Crane took all my money yesterday.
You're right.
Stolen.
No scamming for me this time.
Unjustly.
those gambling words they are.
I really hate how long this raid timer goes on for.
You can just hit the button.
Yeah, you can just hit
Dude.
the
I
button.
can't. The only button I can hit is leave.
Oh, because he's not
Oh.
the streamer. That makes sense.
Oh,
All right. Well,
Oh,
We got.
that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Come on, bot. Raid faster.
Leave. It is going to be a great one though, because it's more Wind Waker Rando, and we all know chat loves Wind Waker Rando.
Yes.
True.
all right, bye, peeps.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Adios.
Adios.